and welcome back to the channel. Dan Who Reviews, as always. My name is Dan W. Make sure you are following me on Instagram at It's Dan Who, and you can also follow me on Twitter as well at Dan Who Reviews. And yes, I am very late. I'm late for a very important date. What's that from? I can't remember. But still, if you're watching on the replay, it doesn't even matter. But I do apologise to everyone who was here live. It's just been one of those days, you know, like the day job actually like takes over and you're just like, damn, can't I just enjoy my hobby in peace? Yeah, it's been one of those days. But anyway, we're here and I'm basically essentially the co-host for today's stream because you know me, I love the war and the stars, but I'm not the man that knows all about it. This man here does. It is aka Hero.Collections. It's called Brandon. How you doing, Brandon? How you doing?
Yo, how you doing, bro?
Yeah, it's a pleasure to be a guest on the stream today. Talking Star Wars.
A guest on the stream today.
Well, I'm your guest today. This is your show.
That's not true. You got the note.
You're on it. I'm just making a drink.
You got some special,
I need
some
this.
special picks in there. Yeah, you need it. Been a long day.
It's one of them. I could neck this back right now and then go and get another one. Like it's been one of those type of days.
Yeah, I feel you. Lots of people in the chat. Lots of comments going on.
Yeah, can I just call someone out called Todd Ortiz? You might know the guy.
Yes.
Right. Yeah. I seen him early on when I'm like panicking trying to fix my Streamlabs, asking about who in the UK's got their Sentinels. Come on now, Todd. Right, you are never, ever allowed to moan about us getting a Walgreens exclusive. Just one measly Walgreens exclusive. Doesn't even have a Build-A-Figure piece in it. Getting that early again. You guys have the Sentinel. Shipping notices or FedEx are emailing people, giving people personal phone calls, going, did you order a Sentinel? It's on the way, because no one in the UK has got them. Zavvi have confirmed we won't be getting ours until the end of the year, it seems. Hopefully they do show up sooner, but again, it's Zavvi. Like, we wouldn't have much faith in them anyway, and so far, everything's leaning in the direction we all feared, which is Zavvi's boat is going to get lost at sea or something like that. Like, it's the type of luck we're going to have. So yes, no one in the UK has their Sentinel yet. I'm very happy for everybody getting theirs. Or am I? Or am I just really jealous? I don't know. I can't figure out yet. It's mixed emotions, I'm not going to lie. Brandon, how do you feel? Would you rather get a Sentinel first, or Sentinel just at a timely time, not even early, just the same time as everyone else, or would you get a Walgreens exclusive a month early? What would you prefer?
Yeah, definitely not a Wolverine exclusive.
Exactly.
But I gotta be honest. But I will be honest, just to put it out there. I was only talking about binary to wind Todd up because, as Todd knows, he moans about everything and anything, and then even when it goes right, he's still moaning. But we love him for it. He's one of the first people to purchase the Sentinel, and that's lovely that he was. And it's all good. But I have to be honest, Dan, right? Seeing everybody getting their Sentinels, I don't actually feel jealous.
Okay.
Like, I'm not getting that like, oh, I need it, I want it. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm super excited about it. I cannot wait for it to get here. But I think because Haslab is such a like, you know, like how every Haslab, it's like, it's a dream item.
Yeah.
Like, I think because it is such a dream item that until it is in my hands personally, it is not yet real, you know?
I get that.
Like, seeing it in everybody else's hands, it's like, it's amazing, and I'm so happy for them. But until I actually get it stood in front of me, like, it won't hit home, I think. It still feels, like, otherworldly. Well,
we've waited so long. It's like a little bit more, yeah, it hurts, but we can do it. We can do it.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, it's as I said, all love to Rectangular. Really, I do think he leans into the moaniness. To be fair, but no, he's allowed a win. To be fair, he's allowed a win. But yeah, hello to everybody who's here. Again, apologies for being late. Completely on me. Just one of those days. Laserpant's kicking off with some super chats. Thank you very much. Let Friday read that out.
$4.99.
I'll take a sip.
74 inches tall Haslab laser pants, $1 gajillion.
I'd back it. I don't know how I could afford it, but I'd back it. I'd take out some finance or something, pay it in installments, but I want it. Thank you very much, Laserpants. Much appreciated. I don't know. I'll figure out a way for a 74-inch tall Haslab Laserpants. $1 gajillion. Like my great grandchildren may still be paying for it long after I'm gone, but at least it exists.
Matt W says, I wasn't excited until I got the FedEx notification that the label was created. If it hits home then, he said it hits home then, and then you get impatient. And that's the thing. I think because it's shipping in the US already, and maybe I think Singapore I saw today, I don't feel so bad. But I think if I started to see people in the UK get it, and I hadn't yet got it, I think that's when it would start to make me feel a bit like,
I've never seen so many people get so excited over a FedEx notification before, but it happened.
Exactly.
People were loving it. I understand. As I said, I understand. I'm only teasing. Right, let's do some housekeeping, and then we can say hello to everyone who's here. I need to press share on Instagram as well, because as I said, I'm so late today. I didn't even do my promo. Nobody knows we're here live. So if you want to share this, even if we're live now, if you haven't shared it on Instagram already, please take a screenshot, take a picture of a fig, whatever you want to do. Spread the love. Let people know we're here. And we're talking Star Wars as well. Like, Brandon would love to do Star Wars a lot more regularly. So if the people want it, if we actually get a little bit of viewership, then of course we'll do it more. But the Marvel Legends talk money, people. So but still, this should be fun. Well, should it be? Because yesterday's Star Wars announcement were very lackluster, but we shall get into that very shortly. Let me do some housekeeping first, and then just keep an eye on the chat, Brandon, and we'll swing back around and say hello. So we know you've been waiting patiently for a while, people, but just say hello again. If you're one of the lurkers, let yourself be known, and we'll swing back around. Let me just go to my images and do some housekeeping. You know the score. You know the routine by now. So, Laser Pants has already kicked us off, but if you want to support the channel, please do, so I can quit my day job and just do this full time. That'd be great. Thank you very much. Anything over £4 or $4, Friday, our robot, she's alive, she's working. Laser Pants tested her out already for her. Thank you very much. It's a Thursday, but she's called Friday. It's confusing, but it's not. £4 or $4, you'll find out what she's all about. Much appreciated. Be a part of the stream. Get your opinions heard, and forever live on the video here on YouTube. And if you want to take that one step further, you can press that join button. Again, you know what it's all about. It's been a lot of fun, people. I appreciate everyone. There's still that milestone I want to hit, so I'm creeping towards it. So again, if you want to support the channel, this is the best way to do it. Hit that join button, and then you can be involved in the channel you're helping support. It's a magical thing, and I appreciate you for it. You can even use these magical emojis: POW, hit, miss, the trademarks, the mascots, and who else has a Thanoscopter as an emoji? Come on, people. Come on. And of course, if you do hit that join button, you can join us for Legends and Liquor every other Thursday. Every other Sunday, sorry. I'd love to make this a weekly thing. I'd love to do Legends and Liquor every bloody week. And if I got enough channel members, I'd be able to argue with the missus, and I'd have to do it. Like, I'd be like, come on now, it's just part of the job. But yeah, we need some more channel members to make that a weekly event. Until then, it's every other Sunday, and I appreciate you for it. But yeah, be a part of the channel. T-shirts as well, all that good stuff. Thank you very much. Links in the description. I do see the odd people picking one up and posting about it on Twitter and stuff, so I appreciate you. It means a lot just helping spread the brand. And yeah, it's been a lot of fun. But Brandon, who have we got here live right now watching us?
Yes.
Can we say hello to a few people, please, when I post this on Twitter, on Instagram, and Twitter, I guess.
Look, Mark Tactac kicks us off with "May the Thursday Force be with us all." Omar is here. Phil Jones, Graphic Mini Plastic Multiverse. Nathan is here. Rectangular, Cloud Fox 12, Jamie, Laser Pants. Jay's Toy Collection UK is here. NASA is here. And if you have a yellow question mark next to your name, that means that you've been a 6-month member. Wow,
it's been 6 months.
Congratulations to everybody.
Wow, if you've got a yellow question mark, a yellow little Who logo, then you're getting some special attention tonight. I'll tell you that much. But thank you.
Identity Complex Collectibles is here. Says, "What's up, everyone? Happy Thursday." Mark Rose is here. Who else we got? Hero of Collectors says, "How's it going, everyone?" Cheeky Monkey Kiera says, "Good evening from the leader of the duck racing."
She's not wrong. She's not wrong.
Rich M, our super producer, is here. He wrote some amazing notes for tonight's show. The Irrelevant Hulk is here. Says, "We want Dan. We want Dan."
Yes, there was a chant.
Mark Tactac says, "Has anyone seen the new Matrix trailer?"
I did.
John Wick looks great in it.
That's true. He's not wrong.
Screwed Toys says, "What Star Wars? I only know Marvel. We'll stick around and we'll show you."
We'll teach you.
Andy Davis is here. Nego Ranger. Screwed Toys is here. David Evan Smith is here. Says estimated delivery date for the Sentinel was today, but it hasn't advanced past the shipping label created. Hoped it would show up on my doorstep anyway. The Wolfpack Toy Review is in the house. Says, greetings gang, I'm with IE Toy Hunter at Magic Mountain.
They're at Six Flags. They've been sending me pictures. I'm jealous.
Yeah. Cowboy Collector is here. Benjamin is here. Who else? Matt W says, hello Thursday friends, hope all is well. Jay the Grind. Tex83. Toying Around says, hello there. Omega Weapon 13, JC Hash, Jay Harry.
That's very irrelevant for us. I know he says it every week, but this week is on theme.
Exactly. Who else we got? Tyrone says, oh wait, actually, let me read a couple of other comments for context. So, someone said, where did it go? So Tyrone basically says, what an embarrassment, the last live stream was dreadful. I think they mean Star Wars.
Does he mean ours? I'm sorry, Tyrone. We're trying to do better this week. I'm proud.
That's the thing. I was trying to figure out if he was actually saying ours or if he, because I knew I saw a comment somewhere about it, but I wasn't sure if it was, I'm hoping it's not.
I'll take the criticism. I take it, Tyrone. I do better, Tyrone. I do better.
David says, I'm hoping they reveal that wave that is Dan Ewan's favorite, which he said he would reveal in September, and I think that it would be the non-themed X-Men wave that has been mentioned to come soon. The Thor 2941 is here. Greetings from NYC. Good content. Keep up the good work. We appreciate you.
Pow. Thank you very much, pal.
Jamie is also onto something. If you saw his comment in chat, guys. Rush McGowan is here. Just checking in. Star Wars not my thing, so have a good stream. Thank you, Rush. Catch you next time.
Rush, you bastard. He's like, nope, not this week. Damn.
John Turner is here. Got my Sentinel. It's awesome. Congrats, John. Ewan says, I hear Dan texting. I think he's trying to convince Hasbro to let him keep cats in Britain. Tyrone says, Star Wars for sure. You guys are awesome. Yes. We love you, Tyrone. Cowboy says, we all want a Haslab life-size Falcon, but Hasbro is too scared to make it. And Andre Ferris says, yo, yo, yo. Yo, yo, yo. Happy, if you're in the UK, happy Galactus billing day.
Yeah, that's true.
In the US, happy Galactus shipping label created.
Well, happy Sentinel shipping label created, yeah. No, we should mention that real quick, because I do want to get into some like pickups and stuff, and then of course our main topic for the show, of course, is been put together by Brandon this week. This is, as I said, this is all Brandon.
Hold on.
Okay.
If you guys enjoy the stream, it was all Hero Collections. If you guys didn't enjoy the stream, it was the Black Series Hasbro team.
Okay, yeah, of course.
Because they got enough heat this week that they can take a little bit more. Maybe not so much.
But yeah, the second part of the stream is going to be Haslab ideas for Star Wars. So Star Wars Black Series, we're thinking 6-inch scale, not the vintage collection. What would be good ideas? What do people want for a 6-inch Haslab for Star Wars? Now, we know we're getting the Rancor. That's already been announced. Not been shown yet. We did think that would be shown this week, but it didn't. But still, this is still a relevant topic to talk about. So yeah, as I said, and the question today that I've started off this live stream with is, are you going to be backing the Star Wars Haslab Rancor? And I've given you 3 options, all right, people. I'm generous that way. It says yes, even if it's over $250, because again, we don't know how much it's going to be. No thanks, no interest, no room, which is fair. Not everyone collects Star Wars. And yes, but only if it's under $250, because I understand people are interested in these type of items, but there's a certain barrier. And I thought $250 was fair. I think the current Haslab that's going on is the Transformers one. And they struggled last time with Unicron because it was a high price point. This time they're flying. They've still got a month left and they're only over halfway through because the price point is a lot more affordable. And I think that's a good thing for Transformers because they want to just sort of just get another successful one on without having to keep pushing that timeline back. So yeah, I'm assuming Star Wars will be very soon, but still, stick around for the second half of the stream. Probably about 45 minutes in, we're getting to our main topic, and we will run through the reveals from yesterday. I'm sure it won't take us long, but we are going to talk about what Star Wars revealed about and what you liked, and mainly what people didn't like, to be honest. But Brandon can tell us why it wasn't a very good stream. I'm not even that into Star Wars, and even I could tell what was wrong. But we'll get into it. we'll get into it. But first, let's just talk about some fun stuff because the floodgates have opened over here in the UK. So, Brandon, have you got anything you want to show off?
What don't I have, bro? Everything is here. Certa dropped. Mobius dropped. The Hasbro UK finally got their Build-A-Bear waves in, so I added 3 more of my Ultrons.
That's an impressive little army you're building there.
So that takes me to 5 opened now and 1 mint on cards. That's 6 Ultrons all together, which is great fun. Quicksilver showed up today. Odin also shipped as well and showed up today. So I've got my Odin open and my Odin mint now. I think that's the only one I'm keeping mint from the Infinity Saga line. Captain Marvel dropped. I can't remember if that was this week or last week. What else? Oh, a whole bunch of Avatar stuff. If you're into the McFarlane Avatar stuff, that will drop. This isn't McFarlane Avatar stuff. This is the Diamond Select Avatar stuff. This just dropped this week here in the UK. It had like a waves. This is wave 2, I think, and waves 3 and 4 dropped over the summer. The 2 didn't arrive until literally this week. So
very odd.
Not sure what happened there, but happy to have it. Other than that, I think that's everything. My mint Ironheart is here. The cogs arrived. What else? It has just been like non-stop.
It's weird, isn't it? We had a slow August. It's like all the delays from August hit this first week.
Yeah, it is mad. I think that's and the Mark 85 and Thanos pack is shit. But I think that's everything now, apart from Ironmonger for Infinity Saga, and I think that's everything Legends apart from What If, AOA. What else is there to come from Legends?
Hydra Stomper, right? The couple of Spider-Man retro things, Hercules, Tigra, bits and bobs like that. But as I said, perfect segue. Talking about Legends. So I had so much stuff piling up. I actually filmed a mail call video. So if you wanted to go and check out, listen to me ramble. I literally just ramble. I turn the camera on and I just ramble because I want to say this type of stuff to Amanda.
These guys get a shout out.
Yeah, they do. I do mention Brandon's Ultrons. But yeah, this is the type of stuff I get excited to talk about and no one in my house cares. So I turn the camera on and talk to nobody instead. Marvel Legends turned up. So Brandon was already showing them off. So there's another one we can talk about. Ultron. It's a beautiful figure, by the way. I can completely understand why Brandon's all in for these because once you get them together, they look great.
Yeah, and they're also plentifully in stock. I don't know if plentifully is a word. But there's a lot of stock on Amazon.co.uk.
Yeah.
And
it's the type of stuff where it will be available for a while, like up until Christmas, Bad Guys wave, this wave, Ursa Major, it will all be available. And then after Christmas, you'll start seeing Doctor Doom vanish, Ultron vanish. Happens every single time. And people hold out. They're like, it's all right, I can wait, I don't need it. There's loads, it's in stock everywhere. And then out of nowhere, pow, those big A-list characters are gone. Yeah. So people like Kang you won't find anymore for a decent price. So here's an example of doing exactly that. But out of these last couple of waves, I definitely think characters like Dormammu, maybe, definitely Red Skull at least, definitely Ultron in this wave are going to be hard to find. Ironheart may be hard to find. She's a hard figure, especially if she's going to turn up in Black Panther 2. But there she is. This looks great as well, by the way. Every figure in this wave looks great. Even like this AI armor, like you know me, I'll find a place. I'll find a place for it in the Hall of Armor. Not a problem. Who else we got? I like Darkstar as well. It's a bit of a shame because Hasbro teased that new female body, and this Darkstar could have been a perfect candidate for that. But still, I understand. It still looks good. We can build our Winter Guard, of course, with the Ursa Major Builder figure, our Build-A-Bear, if you will. Of course, you can't have any... If you're going to have any other Iron Man armor, the Stealth armor is a pretty good second pick. And we know this is a great Marvel Legends body as well. So there's that. And then even the Guardsman. I've only got one of these, but when it comes to army builders, I want to at least bare minimum get 2, just so I remember it's an army builder in my collection. But yeah, there you go, the Guardsman. There's that. Of course, if you've been watching that video, you know I've already got these. Now, the people who are watching this stream probably know my relationship with... Man. Yeah, I know.
You got those already? Those are my most wanted figures of the year.
Well,
a denim ring gun.
well, as I said, this is Dan Yoon's fault because you know me with AOA, right? I ended up getting Wave 1. I did a whole review on it, and it makes a nice, colourful section on my X-Men display. I don't hate it by any means. But I didn't think I was in a rush to get Wave 2. But then the opportunity occurred. Shout out In Demand Toys, you know the score. Import stock come to the UK. Not a lot of it, but a bit of it. So you're paying the price.
To get you to spend money, for sure.
And as I said, I'm paying the extra price for this as well. This isn't like a freebie. I'm paying a premium import cost for this Wave. And it's not the Wave I would have picked to pay that premium cost at, but when it's there knocking at your door, it's hard to say no. So obviously, and Rich was so excited for me to review Shadowcat as well. Like, shout out producer Rich M, he loves Shadowcat. I may, once I've finished reviewing this, may send it to him in the post. Because yeah, this Wave does look interesting. And now people are clamoring for a third Wave already. Like, Rogue looks great though. This is like the 18th Magneto we've got recently, but now he's got ponytails, all right? Now he's got ponytails. Cyclops, so you can go along with your Wolverine. Iceman looks pretty good.
This is my face when I watch Dan justify buying AOA.
I'm just trying. We've got Sabretooth. We needed Sabretooth, to be honest, to go along with Wildchild. Yeah, again, I know I'm justifying. Legion, we've never had in Legends form before, and I like adding new character to display, all right? So that's...
Yeah, that's so good.
Cheers, I appreciate your enthusiasm. Anyway,
I'm trying.
AOA.
Listen, I am so enthusiastic about that Wave. That Wave was £110 saving, brother. Yes.
You're just as bad as those people that say, miss,
AOA.
skip, not for me.
No.
You're one of those guys.
Because they're hating. I love the fact they're doing AOA. Give me more. I need to save. Could you imagine if they'd done 3 Disney Plus waves rather than 2?
They've got plenty of room for another because obviously this week's episode, they could have give you a whole wave just off this week's episode.
Oh man, I would have loved it.
Yeah.
I would have loved it.
Let's down the Legends front for a second. So, of course, I've got Thor now. I've already got, obviously, Rich M, super producer, did give me 4 to review. So, I will open this and see if he's got a peg leg, because that was the only thing I noticed from Rich's. But now I have my own. Quicksilver's great as well, by the way. And then Brandon's already mentioned it, saying he's getting shipping notice, but I got mine already.
What, from In Demand?
Yeah, In Demand, yeah.
Damn it. See, one time I don't.
This is probably my most anticipated, maybe. This is in the Ironmonger set. Only because I love Tony Stark, and like that scene is now is synonymous with Iron Man in the MCU. So now we have it represented in Legends form. This is probably the most wanted Marvel Legend MCU figure after I seen Endgame. I was like, okay, we need that in plastic. What you're Otto-ing?
Dan caught me.
He's lurking. You know he's lurking. Is that you hiding now? Beef. Beef.
Dan, look. It's okay. I made up for it. I bought a whole AOA's worth of Ultron.
You did.
Good. It's okay.
You did.
It's gonna be okay.
Dan, if you're looking, just genuine question. What's your favourite?
3 behind me.
What's your favourite figure in the AOA wave? As a big AOA guy, I'm genuinely just curious. So, question to Dan Yoon: if you're lurking, what is your favourite figure in AOA Wave 2? I really like Rogue. Now I've got them all in person. That Rogue just pops on the shelf, and that Sabretooth is nice as well. So yeah. But anyway, MCU figures. This is what I wanted in plastic. He's here. Can't wait to open that.
That Tony head sculpt is the best 6-inch RDJ head sculpt across any line.
Yeah, well, that
even like the Manipul Nota Studio heads, they do not compare to that Tony head. In my opinion, it is brilliant.
And that was the plan. And then one last thing, and I also want to give a massive shout out as well. So I've managed to find. Remember this 2-pack, Brandon, that's eluded us for ages. Yeah, this is
eluded us.
It's just
I had that like 4 weeks ago.
Yeah, exactly. Well, for me, I just never got it. I just eluded me. Hang on, there's a super chat there. Oh no, the Mighty Most Jeff has become a channel member. Thank you very much, Mighty Most Jeff. I think that's just a resubscription, but still, I appreciate you for resubscribing. Thank you very much. So yeah, back to this. This is obviously a vastly improved Red Guardian and then a new Millennia as well, which I want to add a new character to the shelf. So I actually really like this 2-pack, wanted it, and I like that it comes with 2 head sculpts because I can put one on the previous body. And to be fair, he didn't even have a shield in the movie. Only his action figure had a shield in the movie. So this shield, you don't even have to pose him with a shield. He never actually had it in the film. I suppose this is concept art that never came to reality. But still, Marlena looks good. She did wear the white, of course. If you've seen Black Widow, you know the score. And I love her anyway from the Mummy films. What's it, Rachel Weisz? So so now I've got her in plastic. So yeah, and it's like Inception with an action figure and an action figure. But still, the reason I'm showing this off is because I do want to give it a massive shout out, because you know us, right? We find all these different places to buy Marvel Legends, right? There's loads of places in the UK to get Legends. It's been fun. But when you find somewhere new, it's always good to share it with the people. So that's what I'm going to do now. So I got this from iComic Industries, right? So this is...
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so I don't know if you've heard of them, Brandon. They've literally only just launched in July. So literally July.
Wow.
And their website, I'll put it into the chat, is literally www.icomicindustries.com. And they've got loads of Legends on there already, loads of Legends on pre-order, and for decent prices as well. Like, they're not like the raised prices or anything sneaky like that. Follow on Instagram. I'll put the link in the chat in a minute as well. But if you can see on the screen now, this is their website. I've went to action figures, went to Legends, and literally they've just got all the Legends in stock. And do you know, some places sell out of certain figures very quickly. Like, it's always nice to know, actually, I've got a place I'm going to go to that not many people know about that's going to have my Legends in place. So there you go. Look at that. Loads to pre-order. Loads on there now in stock. Obviously, that's how I got this. It's in stock right now. And they don't just do Legends, of course. They've got other stuff. They've got other action figures. They've got Marvel Selects. What's pretty good is that some Marvel Selects do actually work in a Marvel Legends display. People always ask me what works in a Marvel Legends display. One of my favorites recently is like Sandman. And look, Sandman's here right now in stock. Marvel Select, which is a very nice Marvel Sandman that can go along in a Legends display. But that's just an example. As I said, go and check out the website. Lots of stuff, t-shirts, comic books, graphic novels, and hopefully I can do a lot more with iComic Industry. So I'll be sharing the links in the chat. I'll be sharing them on Instagram as well. But I do want to just give a massive shout out to Jake at iComic Industries. I love to support the independents, of course. So yeah, when the opportunity arises, there it is. So yeah, been a very Marvel Legends heavy week or so, not gonna lie.
Hey, Caplibs is in the building.
Pow. So I'm just gonna post those links in the chat real quick.
That's cool.
So if you need any more Ultrons, Brandon, there you go. There's a little spot for you.
Yeah, there you go.
You can find them.
I think my aim is 10 by Christmas.
This is
it's
a UK store as well, by the way, people. UK store.
And then I think I'm stopping at 10. I think 10 is enough. But I'm definitely going for 10.
I'm going to pin their Instagram to the top. So please go and follow them on Instagram and see for yourself, all right? You know I wouldn't send you in the wrong direction. And Siri keeps thinking I'm talking to her. No, Siri, I'm not talking to you. Stupid Siri.
Because I'll tell you now, I think this is it's tough, man. My favorite figure my favorite top 5 figures of the year keeps changing. But the more I play and pose Ultron, the more I think it will be Ultron.
I always love that time of year, and it's crazy. We're in September, and like, are these conversations we need to start thinking about? Like, next week. Next week we need to do best figures of quarter 2. Or have we done that already?
Yes. Oh no, wait, hold on. No, we need to do. we did best figures of quarter 2 already.
Okay.
We need to do best figures of quarter 3 at the end of this month. So the week after next.
Okay. Yeah. So the end of September, it's best figures of quarter 3, which is July, August, September. Yeah, and then it's October, November, December. Okay, cool. So that's what I mean. The year is going quick, people. Like, even this week, this week has just flown by. You could tell how unprepared I was to stream today. So yeah, crazy. All right, let's get into some Star Wars talk then, people. Star Wars. So hopefully you stick around for some Star Wars talk. Brandon can educate us on some stuff. So I'm going to the Fuchs website. Shout out Robo, because obviously they've gone for the... I'm going to bring up the live stream, Brandon, right? And we can just talk through it, yeah?
Yeah, I think I'm going to try to get through that as quickly as possible.
Okay. Well, let's do it. Let's do it real quick. So okay, just for anyone out of the picture, Hasbro had a Star Wars Fan First Wednesday yesterday. So just like Marvel, they release stuff up for pre-order. They show reveals, pipeline reveals, all that good stuff. thing is with Star Wars, they seem to be reaching at the minute. They're digging at the bottom of the barrel, and like people can tolerate a repaint when it makes sense. Like it's just the way the toy industry works. You need to reissue molds to make the money back so you can create new ones. It's a toy business. We say it all the time. It's not the toy friendship, as Matt Cardona says. But anyway, this is like, as I said, this is digging deep. This is like repaints that make no sense. It's like just taking advantage of the customer, in my opinion, and because the Star Wars fan base is a little bit rabid. But I may be biased because I'm not a Star Wars guy. Brandon, you talk to the people.
The thing is, they hadn't had a stream since their Father's Day stream in June. So that's basically 3 months with no streams. In the meantime, they'd pre-ordered a whole bunch of products. The main ones of which that come to mind were the 2D Clone Wars figures that we got like Google image kind of illustrations for. We didn't even get proper product images yet. In the meantime, it had also had a press release that the Rancor was going to be the Black Series Haslab. No mention of that yesterday. No mention of any of the other stuff that had been revealed and pre-ordered in the meantime between the 3 months of live streams. Don't get me wrong, I really like Patrick. I met him at the London Comic Cons a couple of times, same as when I met Ryan and Dan. Great guy. The rest of the team seemed great as well. You know, nothing against them, but just yesterday was just, the mood and the energy was just bad, and like the chat was just like rampant. Like it was just horrible. But at the same time, I could understand why. Like, it was all these credit collection figures, which I'm sure there are people that love them. I'm sure there are people that must be buying them in order for them to keep going with it. But then you get a clone like this, and I think Jing had said that they've kept the 501st colors consistent across all their clone troopers that are from the 501st, such as this Jet Trooper. But I thought to myself, so you're going to keep the colors consistent, that's great, but these are clones, and you're giving them different bodies. That doesn't make sense to me. And like I put that in the chat as well, and it was very underwhelming. For people that have been watching these streams, they've revealed pipeline figures such as Omega, such as Fennec, Cobb Vanth, you know, a whole bunch of Mando characters that we're really excited about, some Return of the Jedi figures like Fortuna that we're excited about, and it just felt like then like you compare it to the Legend stream, right? Like that last Legend stream was straight fire. And I always say this, Legends team bring the heat anyway, but that thanks for just putting me on the spotlight.
I just found my old like layer, so I just pressed it and it still works.
There you go. So the Legends team really, really smashed it last time. And I don't say that to kiss up, I say that because it's true. And when you pay attention to how they handle their streams, they recap what's been revealed in between, whether it's No Way Home movie stuff or Eternals movie stuff that was revealed by Yahoo, whatever it might be. Like they really get it. The Star Wars team yesterday seemed like they were out of practice with live streams and were not really connecting to us. And I don't know. I don't think credit collection figures are a bad thing. They're not for me personally. I'm glad someone likes them. But to do all of those figures in one go like that, without any real, new stuff, it was just not well received by anybody.
Just to play devil's advocate, just real quick, just a general thought as you were speaking, that's all. Do you reckon that some of these brands, due to all these shipping and these global delays, which is a real thing, this is like a worldwide thing, not just toys. Yeah. Like my missus is an OT, like so she deals with a lot of equipment for safety and stuff like that. And like she said that they can't get stock and stuff of their stuff. So this is like this shipping crisis is a global thing. So do you
as well.
Exactly. And so do you reckon some brands have realised that certain things are not going to make it out here as they planned? So they're like reaching or stretching out what they had. Do you know what I mean? Like, so they probably did want to reveal more, but...
And that's what I'm wondering, is that... Because I always try to give credit where credit's due, right? Like, I always try to give them the benefit of the doubt. That... They're not stupid, they're not idiots, like, they're not, it's not, oh, lazy Hasbro, like you see these fanboys saying in the chat. Like, there's usually real, sincere, genuine, authentic reasons why they make the decisions they make.
Of course, yeah. I'm just saying, of course. Like these people are employed for a reason. Do you know what I mean? Yeah.
Yes, exactly. So, and I think that makes a lot of sense. I think the other thing is that to compare them to what the Legends team are doing is quite unfair. I know I just did it, but I think it's quite unfair because when you compare the amount of entertainment that Marvel have got right now versus what Star Wars has had,
of course.
Star Wars has had like just the Bad Batch. That's it this year, which don't get me wrong, is fantastic. But we've already seen 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 maybe projects from Marvel already this year. So there is a lot for Marvel to be doing.
It helps as well when things are successful, and like the last couple of Star Wars live action films didn't sit well with a lot of people, so I doubt it pulled in many new ones. When Marvel are staying consistent, good content, bringing new audiences, like just think Shang-Chi this week, exactly, that just broke records this week for Labor Day box office and stuff like that. So being successful,
the highest rated comic book film on
exactly.
On Tomatoes.
So like when companies like Hasbro have to decide, okay, which product gets more releases, it's just facts. You go with the most successful one. So maybe Star Wars, as I said, I don't know. Let's go through these reveals just real quick. We can slide through.
Yeah, real quick.
We'll slide through it.
Real quick. So you've got the gaming great Jet Trooper.
Yeah.
So this is from the 501st Legion. It's literally a clone trooper with a jetpack on the back.
Was it actually seen in the games then? It's a legit thing that's seen on screen.
Games,
Yeah.
You see it a couple of times in the Clone Wars. It's a really cool trooper. I would have bought like 5 of these if they put it on the new body. Those pins are ugly. The articulation is awful. Get the hell out of my face with this.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay.
Like, this was a huge disappointment.
Get out Brandon's face. Move on.
The credit collection is fine. It has
Why is he
audience.
blue?
This is based on concept art that we see.
Is Robo buying all of these? Robo's got to buy all of these, right? Just because they've got blue on them. These are like directed just at Robo. They're like, right, what can we do? Robo loves blue and he loves Star Wars. Let's put our credit collection line. He's all in. He's got to be. I can't wait to the Fuse Weekly this week because he's going to be like, damn you, Hasbro.
So these are all repaints of figures that we've already had. So Mando, Queel, Grief Karga, the Armorer, and Moff Gideon. So I think in the UK, you'll see some of them as an exclusive, some are Best Buy, some are Fan Channel, EB Games, all the rest of it, that kind of thing. These are all repaints. The card backs are straight concept art taken from the end credits of the Mandalorian episodes.
Yeah.
Lovely. That was it for Black Series, I think. Sorry.
Can I just say
build-up pack.
I don't hate this one. Like at least it makes.
But like,
I don't need it. I'm not going to buy it.
I could have painted this myself.
Yeah, but I wouldn't paint something. There's people out there like me who's like, I'd like to do that, but I wouldn't do it. At least you get a different Baby Yoda.
Grogu.
Yeah,
Grogu's closed.
You get the egg as well, 6-inch scale.
What I think would have been great with this is if they'd also included another Din Djarin head sculpt, because the last one was trash.
So that definitely hasn't got anything under there.
Not that they revealed yesterday, I don't think.
Okay.
I might be missing something, but I don't think so.
But they would have showed it off on a picture, wouldn't they, if it did? So
that's my thinking. So, and I suppose their argument would be, well, Din didn't remove his helmet in that scene. Okay,
it was season 1, wasn't it? Season 1, yeah.
But like if they had done, I would have got it. Like, I would have made the jump.
To be fair to people, this set where you get the crate, the what do you call it? The pram isn't easy to find. So people, I don't hate this idea. I don't hate this idea, but again, was it needed? I guess that's up for debate. But I don't hate it. At least it happened. Do you know what I mean? It's not like I don't know. I'm just trying to find any positive.
And the thing is, there are going to be people that are going to love this stuff. There are a lot of fans of the credit collection. I see on the UK Facebook groups people talking about it. So, there are people there. So this is the next archive wave. So you've got Emperor Palpatine, which is essentially the same one. Should I
sell mine on the throne now where it's hot?
I think you should sell it as soon as you can. Yes.
Okay.
I've been telling you that for 6 months. But there we go.
FOMO. It's a real thing, people.
Exactly. The Lando Skiff Guard is going to be. So these are basically all going to be
reissues.
Re-releases, reissues just with photoreal deco. I don't really know how C-3PO gets photoreal deco because he doesn't really have a face, you know. Like I don't know where that comes from, but there you go.
Poor
I think
C3PO.
Dengar was a great shout, because
And
I
he's
kept seeing Dengar
sought
was
after.
super.
Yeah, he's sought
really
after.
expensive.
I've got him mint on
So
card
that
upstairs. Maybe I should sell him and Palpatine now.
Yes, I would do that because these are pipeline reveals and they're not product reveal, like product images. You might be able to still get away with, you know,
Interesting.
the
Okay.
high price. Not that we encourage that, but you know what it is.
That's
So,
this is the market. Tac
so
with a super chat real quick. He just donated. Thank you very much, Mike Tac Tac. He said they should include a Doomhead, Brandon. Would that have changed your mind, Brandon? Doomhead with
I would
everything.
have loved that. Yes.
And last one is this one, which is up for pre-order right now.
Now this.
Move out the way, Hank. Thank you.
Now, well, the thing is, this wasn't actually even spoken about on the live stream yesterday.
It was revealed the day before, though. It's up for pre-order right now.
Oh, it was revealed yesterday lunchtime, I think, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. It was revealed officially. It was revealed on the website. Yeah.
It was revealed by, I think, Fanta Tracks, and then Hasbro Pulse posted about it, but they didn't even mention it on the stream, man. Like, why? This looks nice. The Power of the Force card seems popular with a lot of people.
What scene's this from? What film? I can't remember.
So that's from the end of New Hope when they're on Yavin 4 and she's giving Han and Luke the medal.
Oh, okay. And we've already got Luke in the medal ceremony, so now you can have her posed up giving Luke the medal, essentially.
Basically,
Yeah.
yes.
Okay.
So I haven't pre-ordered this yet. I probably will do, just because like it's a really good Carrie Fisher likeness, and it would be worth getting just for that you know, the photo of her and Luke. And I think a lot of people are going to be nostalgic for that Power of the Force card. So this was nice.
$26.99 available right now.
That's it. I mean, it just was like, ouch. What am I paying £27 for? A card back? Like, really?
And that was it. That was it.
So that was it. So I think had they just sprinkled a couple different things in there, and that it wasn't just all credit collection, it wasn't all just archive, then maybe it would have been a bit better received. But it's all good. It is what it is. You know, at least they mentioned the Rancor and gave us an idea of when people could expect to see that Haslab coming. Oh no, they didn't. So I'm sure there's a whole bunch of reasons behind that.
It's weird that because that's on the Hasbro Pulse. If we go to Hasbro Pulse right now, right? So we'll go to the website,
and it's just because, like, when you compare it to the Legends team's last stream, like Ryan, Dan, they always do that, right? They always recap. They're like, okay, so you know, we saw you a couple of weeks ago. They touch base with us. They update us on what we already know we've seen, but just they recap it just in case we haven't seen it.
It's literally there on the Hasbro Pulse website.
I don't know why they wouldn't drum up that excitement for it and tell us about it. You know, I think the only thing they did kind of recap some things. You know, in terms of they mentioned the 2D Clone Wars, they mentioned the fan site reveals that they did. So I think Patrick did recap it like that, but it wasn't like. It's hard to. It didn't, because of the whole mood of it. It didn't really feel like it hit home that nicely, if that makes sense. Like it didn't land that well, you know.
Just while we've got the rank the rank up on screen, I just want to bring attention to our poll again. So the poll, as I said, are you going to back the Star Wars Haslab Rancor? Because as I said, it's here on the Hasbro Pulse website. It's happening. Whether they speak about it on the stream or not, we know it's happening. They forgot, obviously. So 22% say yes, even if it's over $250. 64% say no thanks, no interest, no room, and then 14% say yes, only if it's under $250. So even with the two yeses added together, that's still 36%. So yeah, still majority say no. People's opinions may change though when they see it revealed and see what it's all about, see how it moves, see how big it is. I'm sure, because again, we don't know anything yet. Are you interested in this, Brandon?
Well, I voted on the poll to say no space, no room.
Okay.
I really don't want to spend the money. If I'm honest, I really don't want to do it, and I really don't have any room, and I really don't need it. Like it doesn't have any real emotional appeal to me or nostalgic appeal. Like it just is what it is. If it is like within 250, I'd be tempted because the return in a year's time, I think, would probably be what would tempt me. Because I don't have that nostalgic connection to it, I don't think I would get it and then look at it and be like, oh, I'm going to keep it. You know, like I feel like I might get it, even just open it to take some pictures with it and then sell it. You know, because I'm sure it would still have, retain the value. So we'll see. But yeah.
Shall we dive straight into some? Well,
yes, I think so.
As I said, I'm just going to use this to segue and to dive into some actual ideas that Brandon would actually like to see, and hopefully you guys share that opinion as well. But that's what it's all about, conversation. So as I said, as we go through these Haslab ideas, you know the score, hit and miss. Let us know if you like these ideas, if you would like to see it in Haslab form, or even just as an item. Is it something you'd like to buy? Hit, yes, you'd like it, create it, make it happen, I want to buy it. Miss, no thanks, not for me. Simple as that, people. So yeah, Brandon sent me a nice little list on my Google. There's Google loading. There's my email. Thank you, Brandon. Let's load that up. Hopefully it loads up. Hopefully, there you go. So the first one, take us away.
Yes,
take us away, Brandon. I've got some of those sand people.
So the format we chose is the same as similar to last time. So when we did Marvel Haslab ideas, we chose 15 items. Last time we did 5 characters, 5 vehicles, and 5 dioramas. Because there are less characters that we thought we could think of within Star Wars, we went with 3 characters, 5 vehicles, and 7 dioramas. So our first character are the Banthas. So they were so they're like woolly mammoths, aren't they, Dan?
I like woolly mammoths.
Yeah.
The Black Ranger was my favourite Power Ranger, and he had the mammoth.
Yeah. So the Banthas are, I would argue, they're quite iconic, especially for A New Hope, especially for the original trilogy. They are basically the house pets, if you like, of the Sand People, the Tusken Raiders. So there is they come in herds. So people could army build these. I couldn't see it being that expensive. You could probably see it at what, 100, 200 maybe. 200 probably being a push, depending how big it is. They don't look like they're that much taller than the Sand People. So you're probably looking at what, say a sand person is 6 foot. These are probably 10 foot, so 6 inches versus 10 inches tall. I don't think this is outside the realm of possibility for Hasbro to be able to do. But they're basically desert animals. Tusken Raiders ride them around on Tatooine. And I think when you look at it, we've got Luke, Sandboy Luke, Farmboy Luke. We've had a bunch of Tusken Raiders in the last couple of years. I think these would be a great almost like a vehicle, but a great character to add.
Well, Black Series ain't scared to do a higher price point vehicles and items, even outside the realm of a Haslab. But again, Haslab, it doesn't have to always be a high ticket item like we've just got with the recent Transformers. It's half the price of their last Haslab. So even if this was like $200, but it was a 2-pack of 2 Banthas and 2 Sand People or something like that, so people who could army build the Tusken Raiders, because that would make a sick setup with a couple of Tusken Raiders standing there with their sticks, looking angry, shaking their angry sticks, and with a couple of these Banthas as well, make a little diorama around a sound pit or something like that. Like, again, these are just, like you said, iconic characters, some of the first sort of alien characters you see, or some of the first alien animals you see in Star Wars full stop, because it's at the beginning of New Hope. So just like the land speeder is like an iconic vehicle, these are like the iconic mammoths, if you will. These intrigue me. Like, I like the odd display piece, and just like that sand trooper on the back of that, like, I don't know what it's officially called, but Black Series did that. Not sand trooper, they did the stormtrooper from Tatooine on a big.
Yes.
What was that called? I can't remember what it's called. Someone in the chat will let us know. I'm sure. There's. I can't remember what it is, but there's definitely a stormtrooper with like a red sort of, because it was the Tatooine stormtrooper, and he's riding on the back of like a big green lizard. Anyway, that's an actual thing that Black Series have released, and this is something they could do similar type thing. And I like those odd display pieces where you can just have it displayed on its own and it'll just be a cool piece. Like, I've got the land speeder up on display at the top of my shelf just as a odd piece. So I don't hate this idea at all. And again, as a Haslab, you can go crazy and go 2-pack, 3-pack for the Tusken Raider Village, whatever you wanted to do. Dewback. Thank you, Cloud Foxwell. Yes, that was what it was.
Yes, Dewback.
Dewback. Yeah, I knew it existed in my brain, but I'm terrible with names. But yeah, I've seen quite a few hits for this as well. Before we move on
to the chat now.
Well, if you see any out, feel free to read them out before we skip to the next one. But yeah, Bantha is a hit, says JSword Collection UK. He has also said that he's already moved and made room for the Rancor on his display. You're a bit early, my friend. You won't be seeing that for at least a year.
Just quickly as well, Damien says a full set of Cantina patrons or Jabba's Palace patrons and 6 inches wide. Really like Brandon. And as I always say, credit where credit's due. Patrick did say on the stream yesterday that they have heard the fan call for more background aliens, and they will be doing what they can to get there. So the Black Series team definitely have heard us on wanting more background characters and more background aliens from Star Wars.
With stuff like that, I can imagine it's hard for them because all the characters are so unique. It's tooling costs and not being able to reuse and stuff. I get it from a business perspective.
But I think they are finding ways around it, like they're doing with the Cantina set for...
put it with a desirable piece and put the high price point and you'll make your money back. Back to the chat, John Turner says these were big in the Mando series. And again, love with lots of people liking the Mando at the minute. David Evan Smith also says, is this the woolly mammoth that the 1 million BC Ghost Rider rides? It's not, but I guess you could fudge it into a display. Jamie says hit. Omar V says hit. Kurt K says, Dan, if you had added to the poll I brought Galactus instead, I would have clicked that one. Interesting. I guess people do have to pick and choose. People can't just buy every Haslab. Do you know what I mean? So that makes sense. My Galactus can have his baby Rancor on his head. Have his pet. Oh, my Galactus can pet his baby Rancor on his head. Oh, that would be funny. But yeah, there's
around says Dewback, point to me.
You're a bit slow. Had a few Dewbacks before then, right?
Slow. Very slow.
Points to everyone with Dewback.
Like this would be a hit. I actually think I would get a couple of these, depending on price. I think I would do it. And
these look fun.
I'm not even a big Bantha fan.
Would you want real fur? Do you want it flocked like real fur?
I saw Jamie said that. I don't know. I don't think so, because I think it would be hard to maintain, and I think the sculpted detail would be nice, you know.
Capliv says
it could be cool. I'm not against it, but
Capliv says Bantha hit, flock it for Robo. Yeah, because Robo hates flock. But no, I think you need like fur, like I don't know, or some hair. I don't know what you do, but it's a character that you could definitely experiment on anyway. Okay, next up. Okay, Brandon, you'd have to teach me about this guy because this is animated. It's like a lizardy. I can't even read the name. Zelo Beast.
Zelo Beast.
I was close. He looks like an evolution of some sort of Pokemon. Like the next phase of Charizard would be Zelo Beast. Zelo Beastmon.
Yeah. So if I think Caplivs is still here, so he should know where I'm coming from with this one. So the Zelo Beast has a big episode in Clone Wars. So basically, the Zelo Beast was originally thought to be extinct, but then a certain event happens in the Clone Wars, and this one just pops out the ground, basically. And so the Republic has to kind of deal with it. It stops storming all of Coruscant, which is the capital of the Republic, and the Supreme Chancellor Palpatine basically wants to use it for evil means. He wants to use it for the Republic Army. But the Zelo Beast goes crazy, goes all over Coruscant, kills a whole bunch of people, ravages the place. So unfortunately, the Republic Army has to kill the Zelo Beast with some toxins. But this was a pretty great standout episode in the Clone Wars back in the day. I don't know how popular this would be, generally, because again, Clone Wars can be. Because Clone Wars is so extensive, certain episodes, certain story arc could be a bit niche. So where the Bantha could be iconic, this could be not so iconic. But I think in terms of size, this would suit a Haslab. I don't know how doable it is or how realistic it would be.
So Laser Pants says the Zelo Beast could never be in 6-inch scale. Capliv says, no, don't remind me of the Zelo Beast arc. So he's not a fan. Yeah, but a few hits though. Jamie says hit. Omar V says hit. Gotta have hair like the Ewok Muppets. Oh, they're still talking about the Bantha. He says, Jay's Toy Collection UK says, I'll take a miss there as I'm still on season 1 of Clone Wars, so don't know what it is. I can. This, as I said, this is as a casual Star Wars guy, this is something I recognise. But like Brandon says, it's very specific to an arc within Clone Wars. So we've not seen it in live action either. But I'm assuming this guy's scaling a building in this image, right? So this guy's massive,
like he is huge.
Yeah. So Haslab would have to be the only way to ever make this happen. But we've got all the Clone Wars characters, right? So you could.
There you go.
You need a villain, but yeah, all right. Next up, let's stay in the world of animated, and I have this guy.
Yes, this one is
Bendu?
special. So this is Bendu.
Bendu, all right, cool.
Yes, yeah. So Bendu is force sensitive, and he basically comes into contact with Kanan Jarrus in Star Wars Rebels. So Bendu doesn't. He claims to represent like the center of the force, right? So he's not the light, he's not the dark, but he's the center. So he forms this relationship with Kanan. He helps Kanan to repair his relationship with Ezra, and despite all the wisdom or power that Bendu has, he refuses to take any sides in conflict. So when Kanan called him, Kanan basically calls him a coward because Bendu doesn't intervene in a particular battle in Star Wars Rebels. That kind of makes Bendu mad, and he just unleashes this storm against the Rebel forces and the Imperial forces on the planet that they're on in that particular arc. Cap Liv says the light, the dark, the Bendu is a hit. So this Bendu is pretty big. He's bigger than the Bantha.
That was my question. It was like from that picture, I can't get a sense of scale. So like, where's he at?
It's very. As I was looking for images, it's very hard to kind of capture him in full scale.
Okay.
But if you were to take like a 6-inch figure, he would definitely tower over it. I would say he probably measures like 3 6-inch figures. So you're probably looking at 18 inches tall.
Okay.
Maybe somewhere between 12 and 18 inches. David Evan Smith says the Switzerland of Star Wars characters. And J Toy Collection UK says we're going deep tonight with these. Laserpants says Bendu will never happen. I agree. I think
it's a wish list.
A very deep cut.
This is just
and it is a wish list. You'll see some more realistic options as we get past.
Just having a conversation, people. It's all good.
Tac says Bendu is probably Sentinel size, right, Brandon? Possibly, maybe a bit smaller. It's hard to tell. I haven't watched those episodes in a while, but he's a really good character. So this is like me really wish listing. That if we could get it, it would be cool. But I don't expect it anytime soon. So, but those are our characters for what we would like to see with Haslab.
Yeah, David says it's the Switzerland of Star Wars characters, and Jamie also says it's a great character. Interesting. Again, as a casual guy, I like learning new things, and Bendu, all the Zelo beasts were definitely not characters I'd seen up before. But one of Star Wars' most iconic elements is the vehicles, and I'm assuming that's next up, right, Brandon? Are we in vehicles now?
Next up, we have 5 vehicles.
Okay.
5 vehicles. Take this one away, Dan.
Yeah. So, as I said, I said when Brandon was putting this list together, I was like, Brandon, it's all yours. But if you've seen our last Star Wars thing, or if you ever hear us have a casual conversation about what Star Wars figures we'd like, I always get really annoyed that we've never got a young kid-sized Anakin at the Black Series scale. Don't know why they've never done it. It makes so much sense, but we've never had it. We've got Jar Jar Binks, we've got Obi-Wan, we've got Qui-Gon, yes, recently on that card back as well. But they do vehicles at this size. Now, Haslab is the perfect opportunity. If they're worried about sales because it's episode 1 and all of that, it's the perfect opportunity to do the pod racer from episode 1. Now, everyone has their opinion about the prequels, but as I said, I was like, how old was I? About 10 years old when the prequels come out. So I was watching episode 1 quite a lot as a kid, not really deep into Star Wars, just as a fun movie. So I remember this pod racer scene ever so much, and like it's so toyetic as well. Like it was made, it's been made in toy form before. It's been made in toy form before. Like I just don't understand why this isn't anything that's been touched by Black Series. Matt Tac real quick with a super chat again. Thank you very much. He says, I'd like a Republic Trooper gunship. Wow, Matt Tac, you may have to just stick around. We are on vehicles. Just bear with us, my friend. Hold your horses. But I think this would be great. It's the perfect place to put Anakin as well. Anakin can have his little helmet. He can even have an interchangeable, swappable face where he's got all the soot on his face. Do you know, where it's all black and he takes the helmet off? The guy who owns Anakin, I can't remember his name, but you know, the big bug beetle guy? Yes, you could have him as like a 6-inch figure or an unlockable piece. It would be good. You could have a 2-pack with another pod racer if you wanted to do it that way. Either way, I think this.
As well,
yes,
the other guy.
Yes. I just think this is it's a fun item, and I don't understand why they haven't done a young Anakin. Full stop. Fair enough. The pod racers a bit different.
I think they really missed a trick with the Phantom Menace stuff, man. Like, and especially the 20th anniversary of Phantom Menace. We should have seen this. We should have seen. Kid Anakin, as you say. A younger Padme.
They could do something so cool with this, with like magnets and stuff. If you put it as a Haslab level and get it on a magnet base, you could have it like hovering, because it could be lightweight plastic. Cool, I don't know. I just think there's potential here. And again, the unlockables write themselves. But yeah, if we never get this, give us Anakin at that scale, just so I can pose him next to Jar Jar Binks and Qui-Gon. Like, that's all I want. I just want those 3 from that movie. That's what I want on the shelf. And I've got 2 of the 3. Well, hang on, do I even have Qui-Gon? Okay, I need to buy Qui-Gon, but I'll find him.
You don't have Qui-Gon?
No, I think I need to get Qui-Gon, don't I? If there's Qui-Gon still on stock somewhere, someone let me know, please, so I can remember to buy that.
Let me see. Graphitoy says, Brandon, your list is a lot more interesting than yesterday's stream. Thank you, bro. I don't know how much of a compliment that is, but thank you. Matt W says maybe they'll release this just without allowing pre-orders. Maybe.
I do think this can be done without a Haslab. I really do. But Haslab just takes it to the next level with potential of what they could add to it or how good they could make it be. As I said, you're not doing floatable magnets on a base with a.
And it means they don't have to worry about, you know. Like, Haslab gives them a certain freedom, I think, as well. Doesn't it?
Yeah. It's like, you pay, people pay for it and they make it. It's that simple. Where they ain't got to worry about making 10,000 and no one wants it. Even though I'm sure they make a lot more than that when it comes to Black Series stuff.
Yeah. So, let's see what we got next.
Next up has got to be hits all day long, right?
Yes. So, the X-Wing. I'm sure it needs no introduction. It is the Rebel Alliance most used vehicle. I think this is probably one of the most iconic vehicles for years of Star Wars. Has to be. Whether we would get Luke's X-Wing or whether we would get Mandalorian style X-Wings. Just an X-Wing generally. I think people would army build it. Again, this would probably go in the same realm as the Bantha for me. I would probably get 1 or 2 just for the fun of it. Like, it is just. Sorry, I keep getting distracted by the chat. I think this would just be, a really great thing to have. Which is why it was interesting that we get like the Snow Speeder, or we get like TIE Fighter, but we still haven't seen this yet, which is just. Like, I would get giddy excited for something like this, They've just put something out like this for the Vintage Collection, right? Like, you can get this at a Vintage Collection scale, I believe. So. I think so, yeah.
Even odd, as a casual Star Wars fan.
You can get almost all vehicles on Vintage Collection scale, sorry.
Yeah, that's why they love that scale, by the way, so they can keep doing vehicles and stuff. Obviously, it's a lot harder. But they've done a few vehicles now at the 6-inch scale, and this one seems doable. Like, if you can do a TIE Fighter at the 6-inch scale, which isn't a Haslab, then surely the X-Wing is going to be just as iconic as the TIE Fighter. Like, you need one fighting the other on your display. Like, if you're going to have a TIE Fighter in your display, you need an X-Wing to go up against it. And like I said, it could have Luke, and the Luke could come with interchangeable heads to make a few different pilots. You could have a few different droids in the back. I'm assuming most of the X-Wings look very similar, right? Is there any like interchangeable parts you could swap to make it someone else's? Like, is there anything unique about other people's ships?
That is a really good question. I'm not sure, but it is a really good question.
Just for me, as a casual guy, I assume they all look the same, but I'm sure someone out there is going to be like, well, actually, I think he has two stripes on the side, or do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, and that's exactly what I mean. And army building this would be great. I could definitely see people making dios or something like that, or even just over their display, having 3 or 4 just like hanging down from the ceiling. Like, it would just be so good. As I say, I would definitely get 2, for sure.
Yeah, looking at the chat, we've got hits from Omar, a mega hit from Jamie. J Toy Collection says, hit and miss for this. I would love it, but it would be so big. I brought the vintage collection one and hung it on the ceiling before the Black series, so it looks more in scale. That's a nice idea, actually. If you're going to have it like above your characters, it's sort of a depth perception type display. It will sort of work. Ian also saying that the Knights of the Old Republic game has just been confirmed to get a remake.
Yes.
I don't play Star Wars computer games, so it means nothing to me, I'm afraid. But I know that's a very popular game from what I know. So, hooray. Where's a party popper? Oh, they're not up here anymore. Hang on. It's getting remade. Well done, everybody. Okay, next up. Okay, this may be my favourite one on the list, and I also think this is probably the most likely. Oh, actually, no, it can't be done, right? Not even at Haslab, this would still be too big. They'd have to scale it down a little bit, right?
Yeah, I think this would be
epic, though.
I think this would have to be one of those slightly scaled down ones. But I would take it. Like,
so would I.
Take it.
As long as my character would fit in the cockpit.
Yes.
Even if the legs are just a foot, it doesn't have to be massive. Just as long as I can sit a character in there, it's
I would take it. Because again, with photos you can play depth perception, and I think just to have something bigger than what would be 3 3/4 inch would just be so cool. And this is iconic, man. Like, these are so iconic.
I swear I've seen someone, it may have been on the Infinity Equation podcast, they had a guest, I do apologise, I can't remember the name of the gentleman, but he was 3D printing like what do you call it, where they sit, what's it called, the top bit. He was 3D printing it, and it looked, he was just the top bit without the legs, and it just looked really good. And he was building it for someone to display it like crashed in the snow, and it had like battle damage and stuff. But give me a scaled down one. The legs can just be a foot long. A cockpit enough for 2 characters. Like, as you said, it's such an iconic just vehicle. Like, I remember when we went in Demand Toys, right? They had piles of loose Star Wars stuff, and they had a couple of these. It might have been a couple, if I remember correctly, from the old vintage sort of collection, whatever it was called back in the day. And some old geezer grabbed the box and was like, put them under his arms. He was like, he was like, these are a great price. You don't know what you've got here. But obviously, in demand, were like, well, they're a little bit beaten up. Like, we're just whatever. Do you know what I mean? Like, but he seemed happy to have them.
Really happy.
So I call it. Like, is it AT-AT or like? Let's end this. What is it? Is it AT-AT or AT-AT?
Yeah. See, I don't know what everybody else calls it. I think I call it AT-AT.
Okay.
All-terrain armored transport. AT-AT.
It makes sense. I just hear so many people calling it AT-AT as well, and I think that's just
when I think when I read it, I say AT-AT, but when I say it out loud, I say AT-AT.
Laser Pants is saying, is it Olive's Workshop? Ollie's Workshop? Olive's Workshop? Sorry, Laser Pants, I can't read it. I'm so terrible at English. But I do remember him showing it off on Infinity Equation. Omar V said it as well. Euler's Workshop? Again, I apologise for mispronouncing that. I apologise for mispronouncing that. But yeah, lots of hits. Mini Plastic Multiverse hit. Phil Jones
Liv
hit.
says, good lord, that'd be scarily big.
You'd scale it down,
probably
Cabbage. You scale it down. Go on, sorry.
Right.
What's Jamie saying?
Cloud says right all the way to pick up a welfare check.
Yeah. Almost. Are you with a hit? JSTOR's Collection UK says hit. That's my most wanted Star Wars item. But the size, mind blown. Mini Plastic Multiverse says I have the Legacy Collection 3 3/4 version, and it is huge. So 6-inch would have to be like a small horse. Yeah, I completely agree. But as I said, you'd have to scale it down a little bit, and it would still work. I think.
Going around says 80/80, eh?
I see what he did there. Canadian. I get it. Phil Jones says he calls it a call at AT. Okay, he's mixing up the two. At AT. Atty. Laser Pants. Cloud says, I think officially the Star Wars people says it's an 80/80, not at. Okay, and then Sci-Fi George says 80/80, not at. Or at not 80/80. Oh, I can't remember. This is so confusing. Which I refuse to accept, Klaus Foxwell says. At would be incorrect because nobody pronounces the ATAS the same way. That would be the AT, the ST, so the at. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, lots of definitely an item worthy of conversation. It's one of them where you'd have to see it in concept. You'd have to see it be made prototype form, see which direction they're going before people decide to jump in or not. Because I'm sure people would like it, but then in reality they'd be like, okay, I need to know cost, I need to know size, I need to know all these other factors. So again, we're wish listing here, people. We're just wish listing. Yeah, okay. Next up.
Let's see what we've got next. The Imperial hover tank.
Okay, so is this what Mark Tac said, or is it close to it?
No.
Okay.
What Mark Tac said is even better than this.
Okay.
But yes, so this is an Imperial hover tank. So these have appeared in Rogue One. I think they were in The Mandalorian as well. We have seen this in the Vintage Collection. It was the 3.75 release. So I think this would be cool. Again, these vehicles are not just like the one vehicle and you're done, right? Like it's similar to the Snowspeeder. They're army builders. Different.
Depends how crazy you want to get.
Different, yeah, exactly. Different tiers could be troopers, maybe something like that. Blast effects. Little diorama pieces to go around it, something like that, maybe. But I think this would be good fun for sure. For sure, get the cannons, rotating, maybe something like that. Have it so that it actually can, like the bottom goes around or something like that.
This is just a cool
This is all major wish listing, by the way. I have no idea if engineering work for this.
Yeah,
this is just us dreaming.
But again, this is just a big tank, isn't it? Like, it doesn't matter if you're a Star Wars guy. Like, you could buy this and put it in your G.I. Joes. Like, it's just a tank. Yeah, people love this type of stuff. As I said, G.I. Joes are yet to do any vehicles apart from bikes. I've done 2 bikes so far, but yet G.I. Joes go deep when it comes to vehicles. But yeah, Star Wars, as I said, if the Vintage Collections have done it, it's on their radar. But 6-inch scale is just a matter of size and cost. But it'll definitely be a cool display piece. Dioramas, all that good stuff. You could display like people on it, like like army people pose in front of their weaponry and stuff like that. You could just put it sideways on a display and have characters sitting on it or whatever. Or just have it in a battle, or I don't know. There's so many options. You could have that battle damage, their cannons on it and stuff like that.
Yes. See, you're with me.
Swappable pieces. Yeah, there's as I said, it's a vehicle in it, so there's so much potential. And again, unlockable tiers are just different soldiers that use it. Easy. But yeah, it's a tank, isn't it? People are still talking about the AT-AT, and they're saying Imperial Walker Imperial Attack Walker, says Lazy Pants. Lazy Pants? Who's Lazy Pants?
I was about to say, what?
Lazy Pants 81. No, Laser Pants, sorry. Lazy Pants is his very lazy cousin. He said it would be 6 foot tall and probably $2,000. Figure Collective. Collective says hello. How you doing? Jamie says hit. Phil Jones says buy a Super 7 Thunder tank and customize it. It's about the cost of a Haslab, isn't it? So you may as well.
Mega Weapon says do a 6-inch scale Millennium Falcon. I'm willing to sleep on the floor for more room to display.
You might have to sleep in it. The cost of that, you may have to just sell your house and sleep in that. You imagine a street of people just brought Millennium Falcons instead of a house. Oh no, that's the Haslab street. Everyone sold their houses to buy Millennium Falcons.
Exactly. Plastic Multiverse says this is my favourite so far. If I'm thinking purely in a practical sense. Yeah, well, we're not done yet. Not done yet, Tom. Let's go to the next one because the next one is the best.
Okay, here you go.
So this is my number one favorite on this list.
Okay.
If Hasbro want to make it up to us that they really dropped the ball with the Phantom Menace, this. Wait. This.
Yes, there you go.
Is the best way to go to make it up to us for Attack of the Clones. This would be. I would get 3. I might go for 4. I don't care what the price would be. I would save up between now and next year if I knew this was coming to get 3 or 4. Like, the Republic gunship to me is iconic. Like, I remember seeing this for the first time in the Battle of Geonosis when Yoda says, a perimeter around the survivors crate, or he says something like that in the way Yoda says it. And they just drop down to save the remaining Jedi in Attack of the Clones, and then you got the score going, and it's just epic. Like, it would be amazing. The different tiers you could get, the troopers, the different pilot troopers within their different pods and stuff. You could get other Jedi in there. You could get a couple of Geonosis insects in there.
Super chat from the Figure Collective real quick. Let Friday read that out. Thank you very much.
Let's get a Jedi Starfighter, Anakin's.
Thank you very much, Figure Collective. He says let's get a Jedi Starfighter, Anakin's. So is that similar to the X-Wing? Or is it different?
No, so the Jedi Starfighter, do you remember in Revenge of the Sith when the opening scene in Revenge of the Sith when Anakin and Obi-Wan are flying through space to rescue Palpatine?
Yeah.
Those the yellow and blue ship
that
Anakin
yes.
is in.
Yes.
The burgundy one that Obi-Wan is in, those are Jedi Starfighters.
Oh, okay.
And just to put it out there, Figure Collective, I did have that on an earlier draft of this list.
Ooh, it got cut.
But it got cut because there are other stuff that we wanted to put in, and I wanted to try to. I thought I didn't want to show my prequel bias so much, so I tried to put it as original trilogy top heavy.
But you agree with him? It's something you'd like to see.
But I agree, absolutely. I would love to see Anakin's. I would love to see Obi-Wan's as soon as is possible. I would love to see it.
R2-D2 goes in the back of that as well, doesn't he?
Yes.
Yeah.
And so does R4 for Obi-Wan.
Yeah. I remember.
Laserpants said around the survivors a perimeter create, and yes, that is exactly it. Articulated Heroes said hit 1,000 times over. Omar and Jamie both said hit.
Yeah.
Cap Live says yes, sir, Brandon. Hit. These are even customizable. This is a great pick. Mini Plastic Multiverse says this would be awesome, but again, huge. The 3¾ inch is fairly a big beast on its own. I agree. It's actually sat over the top of me.
I've seen it actually. You've posted some pictures with that, haven't you? Yeah.
And I have done. I've used it for the depth.
It works. The depth perception, it works.
I don't think this would be that big. I've seen a lot of people printing. Obviously, it would be big, but I don't think it would be huge. I've seen a lot of people posting that they're doing like.
It's hollow as well, though, right? Like between those pods, it's hollow.
There are doors that slide in.
Yeah.
But for the most part, it is basically.
But for the sense of making it into a figure, they could be.
Yes.
Like just a panel, maybe.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And so, literally, all they would need to do is take the 3¾ inch version and make
scale it up.
Scale. That is it.
Those translucent pods would be pretty good as well, with like a 6-inch figure on there holding the weapons.
Yeah. Exactly. Like stuff like that would just be really cool.
Yeah, it's great for displaying. That's great for displaying your army building as well and stuff like that.
Yeah, like, and I mean it. I would go hard spending money on these.
There you go.
I would really go hard.
There's the Turtle Whisperer from across the pond. Andy Davis says hit as well. Tac says I prefer Obi-Wan Starfighter, Jedi Starfighter himself. Damien says, has the Empire Shuffle ever been made, Brandon? If not, would love that. Imagine having a display, aka the Emperor's arrival, with all those troopers.
I don't think it has been made, but there is another good. An Imperial shuttle generally is another good one. I hadn't thought of that, but that is a really good one, Damien.
Yeah, all right, nice.
And Jay's Toy Collection said the prequel buyer because he's so young.
Look, embrace it, Brandon. Embrace it. You're a young man. Embrace it. So, is this your favourite pick so far? Is this your favourite pick so far?
This is my favourite pick of the list.
Okay.
For sure.
Cool.
And my hope is I mean it. I go to sleep at night praying that they will honor the 20th anniversary of Attack of the Clones next year and do this. Like, I really, really would love to see it.
No, it would be good.
So that's it for our vehicles.
Okay.
We now have 7 dioramas.
Yeah. So these again, like we're just giving you loose themes, and then obviously we can have a conversation around how it would actually become a reality. But these are just concepts, essentially. So we're in a Hasbro boardroom now, bringing these concepts to the table, going, okay, we think this would be a great idea. How do we make it happen? And that's what we can discuss here. So, right, firstly, the iconic backdrop of the Millennium Falcon. And this is the lounge area, right, where you can play chess and you can train with your lightsaber. Exactly. I love those tunnels as well. Those tunnels are iconic with the padding around the side.
Yes, and just as a disclaimer, so what we've done with these dios is that it's not like we're not saying the Millennium Falcon and then they give us the entire Millennium Falcon.
Yeah.
The idea.
Oh, you went quiet.
Yeah.
You're back again.
How about now?
Yeah, you're back again. Can you hear me?
Am I back?
Yeah. You're back. You're good.
No. Why can't I hear you? Hold on.
Okay, well, I'll keep talking anyway. So, Millennium Falcon, we clearly, if we were going to really dream wish list a Haslab, a project for Star Wars, Millennium Falcon would clearly be right near the top of that list, if not the very top. But we, even wish listing, we understand that seems a little bit out of reach. So we thought it would be a better idea to pick something that could be doable. Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, okay,
so a Millennium Falcon sort of area, like this bit, which is still iconic. Like you still know this is the Millennium Falcon without seeing the ship.
Yes, and the way that I'm kind of envisioning it is like most people here probably won't know what I'm talking about, but I'm going to give it a shot anyway. So growing up, when they released when the Harry Potter movies were coming out year on year.
Yep.
They released playsets in a 3¾ inch scale that they would open up.
Okay, yeah.
So, for example, they would do like the Great Hall, or they would do like the Room of Requirement, or stuff like that. And you would be able to open it up so it could be like a semicircle, and then you could be able to close it so it would be the whole thing.
Yeah, that's like a playset. Yeah, that's a playset sort of standard thing. I'm sure I've had stuff like that in the past. But yeah, I get what you're saying. It sort of opens up.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
And that way as well for things like ACBA, or even just for like if you wanted to just fit it onto a shelf, like you'd be able to look into the dio like that, and you would have that kind of like surround feel. And I think this would be great. I mean, add-ons would be the chess pieces maybe, or Luke and it could be a whole new Luke.
Yeah.
And a whole new Farmboy Luke with a better head sculpt, because all those head sculpts on Farmboy Luke have been really bad so far. But I mean, think about all the iconic scenes we've ever seen in the Millennium Falcon. Think about all the scenes that we haven't seen that could be acted out in this arena.
And this would be like purely for display as well. Like, just as I said, I love my simple displays, but I also love the idea of building a backdrop or something to give the display a little bit of life, make it a little bit more dynamic. And like a display like this, you can have your characters in quite a simple pose, but with this backdrop and background, it just brings it to life, do you know, because it's just like you're pulling a scene from the movie. And yeah, as I said, I love the sort of backdrop to this. Like if I even as a casual Star Wars fan, if I go back to America, I'd definitely go to Galaxy's Edge and like go on the Millennium Falcon ride just to walk through the tunnels and stuff like that.
100%. And just looking at the chat as well, like Cap Liv says this is dope. Hit for me, still can't believe Han ruined Lando's beautiful shit. Cap Liv says I'd be 10,000% from Dios for Black Series. Cloud says I was ignoring it until my partner put it on, happened to catch one. Oh, I think that a lot of people talking about the PlayStation 5 update.
There's a Sony event going on right now, I believe. So yeah, they've just confirmed that a Wolverine game is confirmed, and Insomniac are the same people who made Spider-Man. So if you'd like a Wolverine style game like Spider-Man, I guess if it's got the X-Men involved and you're starting from Weapon X and all that, that'd be pretty good.
Yeah. Exactly.
Jay's Toys Collections UK says, fuck it, let's have the whole Falcon. Pull out on my roof.
Yeah, there you go.
The neighbours will be phoning going, someone's just landed on Jamie's roof.
Figure Collective also said the cockpit is a stretch goal. And we did think about that as well, having the cockpit, but I thought like the cockpit is a bit, I mean, it would be a good stretch goal, I think. And definitely off the back of.
Well, Alex Sanchez from the Infinity Equation podcast, he has the cockpit at 6-inch scale, 1/6 scale for his Hot Toys, which is massive, and it's got all the lights, and it looks really cool, like really cool. He may have to let his kids sleep in it though, because it probably cost a lot. But yeah, it's if that in 6-inch scale with LED lights and stuff like that would be really good. But I think they're the two most iconic sections of the Millennium Falcon. I off the top of my head is that lounge sort of interior, and then the cockpit as well. They'd be your two go-to dioramas. But yeah, cockpit could be another option. But yeah, there's potential there with Millennium Falcon for creating some sort of interactive dio with like lights, LEDs. You could even have like I don't know, like panels come off and you can turn it into the older. Do you know, like you can have a new, like the classic Millennium Falcon, but then you could have some interchangeable pieces to make it look a little bit worn, like the sequels Millennium Falcon type thing. So
yeah, I think that would be really good, really good. This next one is a personal favorite. This I would cry. I would cry to have this. So this is.
Oh, you're gone quiet again. You're miming. Oh, you're back again. You're back. Oh, you're off again.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah. Just go off your laptop. It's fine. It's all good.
This would be like the... Wait, say something?
Hello.
Yeah, I can hear you. Okay, this would be like my favorite thing that they would have ever done. Give us the chamber, put all those different, a few different chairs in there. Even if they just did like a semicircle of it, put those chairs in there.
Well, yeah, because then you could buy two and make a full circle. That would be the way to do it.
Exactly. And then, tiers could be, different Jedi that we wouldn't get like in the mainstream. Like there are certain Jedi they haven't done yet that we know we'll get, like Ki-Adi-Mundi, Shakti, council members that
deep cuts.
That aren't, but like there are ones that like, if you were to ask what are the next best 10 Jedi you want, people will come up with. Then there are others that are deep cuts that are on here that you could get within the Haslab.
Yeah.
Another added tier I would love to see would be, where the windows are. So obviously that Coruscant. Coruscant has different types of day. Obviously, here is a cloudier time of day. When Anakin goes to the council chambers to wait for Mace Windu, when they go to arrest Palpatine, it is sunset. So you would get a different background that could be sunset.
Well, we're wishlisting here, right? So this is Haslab. Up the price. Let's put like a digital display with actual moving images. Shout out Figure Collective with the super chat.
Hit.
He says hit. So I'm assuming he's talking about this room here. Is it what's this room called? The Jedi Chamber, right? The Jedi Council Chamber.
Yeah, Jedi Council.
Yeah. So as I said, wish listing here. those windows would be an LED screen where you can literally put in your own or download from an app or whatever. It's 2021, people. We can do what we want. Where it would actually have moving clouds or something, like a moving background. So it's constantly moving. So you can have your figures sat down, but yet the background slowly moving. That would be really cool. And like the tiers is so perfect for this one. The same way that Galactus had his heralds. This is Jedi. You get another Jedi. Here's another Jedi. You get a Jedi. Here's do you know what I mean? Like, it's just easy. Even hologram versions of characters you've already got, maybe.
Yes, like, and I mean, look, Laserpants says, I'm calling it now, all Black Series Haslabs will be original trilogy. I don't disagree. It's very sad, but I think that is what will happen. I do not envision getting any prequel Black Series Haslabs ever. Like, I just don't see it. Sadly, I agree, Laserpants. But we're here to wishlist. So
It's a wish list, people, yeah.
Jedi. Give me hologram Jedi. Give me, digital render.
Real holograms as well. None of this fake plastic blue crap. Real hologram Jedis.
Holograms with light up effects and everything. I want sound effects in there. Give me an added tier, which is a bunch of kid Jedi. That
Yeah, I was about to say that. I was about to say it, yeah.
Well, that's what we need, Put a button underneath it and you press it and it says, Master Skywalker, there's too many of them. What are we going to do?
The lights just all turn red, like infamous noise. Yeah. I was going to read out Cloud Foxwell's chat, but it disappeared. He did say, he said some gibberish. Maybe his cat stood on his keyboard or a dog. Does he have pets? I can't remember. Probably a fox, wasn't it? It was probably a wild fox. Jamie says, hit. Cap Liv says, this is pretty cool, hit. This is the perfect Haslab, says Jamie. I hope you put Slave 1 on your wish list, says Laserpants. Mini Plastic Movieverse says, miss, it's cool, but there's not much you can do with it except display a load of Jedi. And that's the whole point. This is for the people who want to display loads of Jedi. Tom loves Jedi, really. He'd love to display this.
It sympathizes with me as well. He said, I would love a prequel Haslab, I just don't think they'll ever do it. Which is such a shame. There's such potential. And this is, I'm sorry, but there's at least this trilogy will stand the test of time. Sorry, sequels. Okay, what have we got next? Back to original trilogy.
Next up.
The the Battle of Endor bunker. So it's from that iconic, Han Solo scene where he goes like this. He gives Leia a nice little smooch. We get that supposed cameo of Old Man Rex here as well. But I think this would be really cool.
Do you really think it is Old Man Rex, or do you reckon that's just a coincidence that people have leaned into?
Well, actually, I do have a book.
No way. It's just an old man. They just went, oh yeah, that's Rex. It's like they did with Tony's. Do you know when in Iron Man 2, there's that little kid, and then people went, oh, is that Peter Parker at this Stark Expo? And then Kevin Feige went, yeah, it is. Like, he never planned that nonsense.
Yeah, and that's and yeah, I think that is what basically.
Yeah.
I think that is what basically happened. The other thing is just while it's there, Laserpants said a Mustafar Dio would be dope. I did originally have it on the list. It got cut because I thought the lack of tears. You've got the lava, the high ground, Obi-Wan and Anakin, the platforms that they stand on. I thought the only other thing you could have maybe is Padme and her outfit is maybe Viceroy and Gumray and some of the other separatist leaders maybe as a tier. But
could you have a scout trooper and a bike with this as well? Do you know, like just to add to it?
We'll put that as an added tier. I think you could get some stormtroopers in there as added tiers. I think just some other rebel army builder soldiers.
Yeah.
Maybe some diverse ones because we all know that Star Wars doesn't do diversity that much.
No, they don't take their helmets off, do they? Yeah. No one knows.
I mean that Hoth trooper that they did had like 3 different faces and they're all pale as paper. So it is Star Wars can be a bitch like that, but at least we've got 50 clones behind me that all look like me. It's okay. Don't worry, Hasbro. Laser Pants says the OT fans are still the biggest fan base, and they're older and have money. So I agree, and this is why we chose something like this. I think get some of those foresty pieces in behind it. Have them be movable, maybe, so you can customize how you arrange the dio would be cool. Yeah.
The 42941 says they confirmed it was Rex. Who are they? Who was they?
So there's a Disney did a whole they did like 3 or 4 different like kids books with kids stories in it kind of thing. Bedtime books for kids at Star Wars, and in the Clone Trooper one, it says in there that Rex was at the Battle of Endor and that some other clones were at the Battle of Endor and helped defeat the Empire, basically.
Okay. All right. I think it's fun. I think stuff like that's fun, by the way. I'm not arguing with it. I think it's cool. I just don't think George Lucas, when he made this back in like the early 80s, was like, do you know what? I'll put Rex in there. And then later on, where David Filoni, whatever his name is, can do a show and add this character in. No way. It's just a fun coincidence that I'm fine to let go.
Tom and Damien are both saying as well, do we get the trees or just the bunker? And yes, the trees, I think would be great, as I said just then. The trees, the plants, that kind of thing. And have them be movable, separate pieces so you can move them.
Yeah. Modular.
Yes, modular. Absolutely.
Yeah, it sounds like I'm that guy on the deathbed in Godzilla going, Godzilla. Have you seen that? Godzilla? Yeah. Modular. Stupid. Okay, next up.
Yes, so the Emperor's throne room. So I think this would be great. SH Figure Arts did something similar with just the platform and the window.
Yeah.
I think that there are some good tiers we could get here. A lot of people...
Isn't 3 3/4 like the vintage collection just done this as well, where if you buy 2, you put them together type thing, yeah?
So, again, to see it in Black Series would be great. Maybe have real light up effects in there as well, because there's that really iconic scene between Luke and Vader. I'm trying to think what else. Another Emperor would be good, even though we're about to get it in the archive.
You can get some more guards as add-ons, little royal guards. Like you said, the throne, the window, like you said, could be an add-on. Like if you're going to display this, like you want to set it up or something like that. But yeah, potential. And again, it's a display piece. So like even if you're not taking pictures or making a diorama, you can just put it on a shelf and display your figures on it, and it makes sense. It's relevant to the movie.
Yeah, exactly. Laserpants says throne room would be sick. Jay says I take just a window. Damien says massive hit. Tor 2941 says it was in an interview a couple of years ago. Forgive me, but I forget the exact interview. Don't remember if it was Filoni or someone else with Lucas's blessing. I'm sure.
Oh, okay. They're on about Rex. Yeah. Is the 42941 related to 42012 at all? Because he's another good friend of ours. I'm just curious if they're related. The Thors of the YouTube. Jamie says, hit. I may or may not have mentioned this on the Wolfpack Toy Review stream with Hero Collections. Check it out if you haven't.
And while we're hot on doing this comment, let's skip to the next one.
Okay.
He's times as well.
Pow.
The Geonosis Battle Arena. So now I know we're not going to get the whole arena. I hear you. I know.
Brandon, we're not going to get the whole arena. This is massive.
But I think just like a semicircle. So hear me out. So you've got the gate on one side. You've got the platform at the top that has Count Dooku and Boba and that kind of thing. And then you've got like the 3 or 4 like pillars in the middle of the thing. So something just like a round kind of thing like that would be cool.
Even if you just got that as like a backdrop, and you can display the pieces, characters on the balconies type thing.
Yeah, it would be cool. I think the tiers is obvious. You've got the 3 different creatures that you could get. The spider kind of thing, the little lion kind of thing, and the little rhino kind of thing. I can't remember
They're the technical names.
Yeah. You could get a battle damaged Padme in here. You could get a decapitated... I said Boba earlier, I meant Django. But you could get a Kid Boba as well. So... And this scene is, again, iconic for the prequels. I remember watching this on the in the cinema. Like this would be really cool. You could get Geonosis, insects as well. B2 battle droids. Like there's a whole bunch.
Papa Smitty says we would need those beasties. Jamie says hit. They did it with the 3 3/4 that opened like a book. Laserpants says I would love the arena. Jack Dan says total hit on any diorama. This as I said, this one as I said, there's different ways they could do it, but just the concept of having this sort of arena in some sort of form to display, like whether it's like you said, a corner, something that folds out, the balconies, something.
Yes, yeah, just
something can be done to represent what it is. Yeah, to represent what. I get it.
It'd be cool.
And it would have to be a Haslab type thing, because if you're gonna have, as I said, a big backdrop or something like that with different tiers, whatever, it probably would be a pretty penny. So Haslab.
The thing is, even if they did it so that if you got multiple, you could build it out.
Oh yeah. And Star Wars are good at that as well. They do that with the corridors and like we just seen with the throne room. You're like, they want you to buy more because they know these cost. Well, they know this probably cost a pretty penny to make. So these are like essentially diorama army builders, if you will. Get 4 of these and you could build a whole circle.
Yes. Yeah. Exactly.
Just use it as a playpen for your children. Okay, next up. Wait.
You take this one away.
Yeah, the Ewok village. I said to Brandon as a joke, but I don't know if he put it on there as a joke or he genuinely had it on his list before. Did you have it on your list before?
No, I added this one and the last one. When we decided that we couldn't really get more characters, I added this and the last one.
Yeah, I think this would be fun. I think people would buy this. They did actually do this in toy form. They reissued the Kenner. I think Kenner did this. Correct me if I'm wrong, but Kenner reissued the Robin Hood playset or something. So it's either the Ewok Village got reissued as the Robin Hood playset, or the playset or Robin Hood playset got reissued as the Ewok. Have you written these down in the notes and I'm just not reading it? Is that what you're for it?
No, genuinely.
Oh, yeah. So Kenner, I think Kenner did this for the Ewoks, but then they reissued it as the Robin Hood playset. So like Robin Hood and the Ewoks both had the same little village. I think that's a fact. I think someone in the chat can fact check me. But anyway, this was made before in the Kenner days, way back when. Hasbro is slowly creeping out with a couple of Ewoks now. I think we've got Tebow, and I think we got another one in the Heroes at Endor set. So you've got two of the ones from the village. But let's be honest, you could have this, have a couple of different layers, have like tree houses, a ground layer, side balcony, and then just have loads of Ewoks of unlockable tiers. I don't know. Have
on his throne.
Yeah, C-3PO on a throne would be a great add-on. Even like Han Solo tied up on a stick. Yeah. Do you know, like just dangling with the Ewoks around him or something. Like this is just fun. Like this is just a fun element of Star Wars. Like I don't know. I just think people would buy it though. I genuinely think if this was a thing, people would laugh, but then go, I sort of want it. Do you know? So.
Yeah. I would probably get it. I mean, I would get all these dioramas just for the fun of it. I'm really hoping Cat Lives is still here for this last one.
Let's just see what people think about this Endor thing, because I'm curious. For the Thor 2941, there's no relation to the Thor you mentioned, but I'm sure I'm more handsome. I tout Thor 2012. You said that he's a regular around these ways, but we appreciate you both all the same. Mini Plastic Movie says, "Miss, I feel like it'd never be big enough for what they actually do." Oh, I think he's on about the arena. Jay's Toys Collection says, "Brandon, I love the passion for the projects, and I love where people put the Brandon emoji instead of typing Brandon as well. I appreciate that. I think if you type Brandon, the emoji comes up. Actually, I'm not too sure." Mini Plastic Movieverse says, "Hit! I had this as a kid. Awesome. See, I told you they made it." Jamie says, "Hits! That would be so cool with Wicket and C-3PO on his throne, like you mentioned." 425 says Ewok first. Mini Plastic Movieverse says the Ewok Village came first. Ewok. Oh, okay. So yeah. Kenner made the Ewok Village, and then they repackaged it as the Robin Hood playset later as well. So it's just Kenner reusing parts essentially. Yeah, people are basically correct. Yeah, that makes sense. Pogo says Ewok Village with the Ghost Force Anakin with both actors' heads. That would be a deep cut, but they could do it. But even just the ghosts, like a lineup of the Force ghosts from the end, would be pretty cool. With like an LED setup, so you put them on top of some LED lights, so they actually light up. So at night in your display, when your lights are off, you just see the Force ghosts in the Ewok Village are still lit. Catlib says he's still here, just enjoying these great picks. Logan Dan's Toys says, if I had the room, I'd get them all. Get all of them hit. Andy Davis says, sup, Cap. Okay, next one.
So this last one was a personal pick. This is a personal pick. We have had season 1 of the Bad Batch. We are going to be getting season 2 of the Bad Batch. And as I was thinking about other dioramas, instantly my head went to Camino. During the Republic era, Clone Wars, prequels, that kind of thing. Whether it be the regular clone barracks or the clone training room, I thought to myself, something I would love to see is the Bad Batch's. This is their quarters, basically. This is where they live on Camino. It's got each of their beds. Put all those accessories in there, all the added detail of extra. They could even give us like stickers. Like we got with the Deadpool bike.
Yes, where you can pick your own places to put them and stuff. Yeah.
To put them on the wall. I thought added tiers you could get things like some Kaminoans, Lama Su, Tom Wei. You could get other tiers like AZ, who is a droid that is based on Camino and is close to the Bad Batch, mainly Omega. There's a whole bunch of cool Easter eggs that you could throw in here. Maybe even some other troopers of some kind would be cool, and even just variations of the Bad Batch, maybe.
Just a display piece for the Bad Batch figures, essentially.
Basically,
yeah.
Basically. Because there are different scenes where they come back here and they take their armor off, and that kind of thing. So it would just be cool, I think, and it would tie into recent entertainment, and yeah.
Yeah, no, as I said, I've not seen the Bad Batch, so obviously I don't have no connection to this one at all. But I still love dioramas. I love the idea of displaying your figures on a setup. And again, all of these are great. So there you go.
Pogby says, ouch. Sorry. Pogby says, the Bad Batch quarters would be a great set. Big hit. Jamie says, hit. Could get some Kaminoans too. Liv says, this is a hit for me. Camino, anything is a plus.
So just real quick then, people, as we sort of wind down here now, Star Wars Haslab ideas. What's your favourite one? Which one would you pick? Like, again, we are not idiots. We are well aware the majority of these are wish listing, probably out of the realms of possibility in regards to making toys at the 6-inch scale. However, ignore all that. Ignore logic just for the next couple of minutes and pick. Which one of these would you like to see become a reality? I would like the Pod Racer, but I don't think that would be my pick. I think out of all of these, Brandon, what would I pick? The Banthas are pretty good as well. I like them because I just love X. I think I'd have to go 80-80. There you go. I've picked it. 80-80. Yeah.
I think we should both pick a vehicle and a diorama. I think vehicle I'd go gunship. Diorama. Diorama is tough. Diorama is, I think, between the Jedi, the Council Chambers, or the Geonosis area. I think I'm honest. If I'm honest, I think I would go Jedi Council Chamber. I think Haslab could really do better than a customizer with the Council Chambers. I think a customizer could still pull off the Geonosis arena. I would go Jedi.
I'm the other two. I am the Ewok Village or the Millennium Falcon. Just because, like as I said, I'm a casual Star Wars guy. Those two are very recognisable, and I think the Ewok Village. If you got CP3 on his throne, you got the Force Ghost lit up with some LEDs. Yeah, do you know what I mean? I do think it'll just look like a fun display, wouldn't it? Because it'll be like you've captured a moment from the movie. But again,
I love that final scene.
Exactly. It's sort of, as I said, no one thought you'd get any more films. Everyone thought that was it. Do you know, like that was the wrap up for Star Wars. But yeah, the Millennium Falcon, just because of how iconic it is, and you could.
There isn't much Star Wars after that. It's just the Mandalorian, and that's it.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, it's basically all I know, so I'm not even going to argue with you. So yeah, I'd believe you. No, I've seen the other films. And yeah, I've even seen the Clone Wars films. All right, people, I've seen animated. But that's how I learned about baby Jar Jar, not Jar Jar, baby.
The Hutt.
The baby Hurt. That's where they got Baby Yoda from. The baby Hurt. He was there first. They just didn't do it in live action, so they went, we'll do Baby Yoda next. That Baby Hurt would have been good to see in live action, though, if they did Baby Hurt instead of Baby Yoda. But he couldn't have been Force sensitive. Luke couldn't have cameoed, all of that. Oops, spoiler alert, my bad. Okay, just read out a couple of these real quick. So Jamie says Emperor's Throne Room or the Battle Arena. Damien says the Ewok Village or the Emperor's Throne Room. 796 Studio says, hello, gents. How you doing, my friend? Hope you are well. Mini Plastic Multiverse says the at. Phil Jones says Millennium Falcon Dio for me. Jamie says the Gunship. Jamie, you're just picking everything. Jay's Toys Collection UK says the at. Papa Smitty says, I would love the Battle Arena, the Geonosis Battle Arena to stack clones in. Mini Plastic Multiverse says at for vehicle, Ewok Village for diorama. Amanda Doyle says Teddy is trying to take the stream offline. Stop him then. See what Amanda's like, just sat there probably watching him chew through my cable. Stop him. My God.
See, Cap Lives. This is why Cap Lives is my spiritual.
Go on, what's he saying?
Republic Gunship for my vehicle choice, Jedi Council for my diorama. Pretty much anything Clone Wars.
There you go. Jay's Toys Collection UK says Death Star Dio would be good. The Cable is his new favourite chew toy. That's Amanda. Stop him. I'm going to come and grab him and bring him up to the stream because that was successful last time. Did you watch Legends and Liquor? I brought him up and it just he ran off. I was
in line when you had it.
Yeah, he ran off.
And then he ran off with Baby Hulk.
Baby Hulk, yeah, talking about babies. Yeah, he ran off with Baby Hulk. Omar V says Gunship, and Gunship. Great choices. 3 great choices there. Terra Teddy, yeah, he's about that. He's all right, to be fair, but if you're not watching him, you're not watching him.
I think all the prequel fans should get 2 to 3 gunships each, and then we should all meet up and have a big
battle
with our gunships. There you go.
Okay, so we're good for a couple more minutes, Brandon. Just because I just want to briefly mention this, and this is probably what's going to be next week's theme. So we appreciate Hasbro for keeping the content coming. So this is Monday. So this coming Monday, literally, we're going to have more fan first. Now, for the last couple of fan firsts, we thought, okay, we're going to get What If, we're going to get Fantastic Four, we're going to get Galactus, and we've got them, all of them. So now what's next is like actually quite intriguing because no one can predict exactly what's next, and this is what I love. Like, no one actually knows. Like, and the Hasbro team must be aware of that as well. I genuinely didn't think, and I said it last time, I said I didn't think we'd see another Marvel fan first until October, until we got the Hasbro PulseCon. But clearly they've got plenty to show, so they're not shy. So here we go, Hasbro Marvel Fan First Monday. Again, it's I didn't notice, that we hadn't had a Marvel Monday this month, and now this makes sense that it's on a Monday because they haven't done anything. So any early predictions, people? Like chat as well. You can join in as well. We've still got 50 people here as we round down. So any predictions on what you think will be revealed on Fan First Monday? Because then it'll be here as proof. You can be like, check the tape because I said it. Go on, Brandon.
I think we're going to see one of 2 things. I think we're either going to see X-Men animated stuff or, X-Men 90 stuff generally.
I'll take it.
Or I think we're going to see Spider-Man stuff.
Please.
Particularly Spider-Man retro.
Look, come on. There's so much room on that wall, right? So much room. I need more.
The first reason is because I think this is going to be 2022 releases.
Okay.
And both of those sets of characters, so the X-Men 90s team, the Jim Lee era team, the animated team, and Spider-Man both have big anniversaries in 2022.
Yeah.
The second reason is because Dan Yoon said on Twitter that in September his favorite wave was going to be revealed for next year. Or was it? Did he say for next year?
He never said for next year, but he did say, you're right. So Dan said his favorite wave is going to be revealed in Thingy.
Yes. And if you know Dan, you know, if any of us know Dan, we know that he loves his Spider-Man animated. He loves his X-Men animated. Those are his bread and butter. Just like how AOA is my bread and butter.
So,
just like how.
Look what Amanda's brought for Teddy. Sorry, Teddy, mate. Can you see it? He's got like a Marvel like jacket on. Teddy, don't be shy. Say hello. He's not a fan. What's up, mate? You're not a fan? He's making some weird noises there, wasn't he? Teddy, what have you got to say for the people? Hello. You, that was a weird noise. You blown. He's eating me, Amanda. Take him. He's not a fan of being on the stream. Oh my god, I just got attacked. Teddy! Don't attack me! I've never heard him make those noises before in my life. Bloody hell, having a heart attack there. He's not. If you're not a Marvel fan, has Amanda forced you to wear that, Teddy? Are you more a DC guy? I think he's Dark Anonymous. I agree with you, by the way, and I hope you're right, to be fair. But a lot of people were speculating that it's AOA Wave 3, as I said, but I don't think it is yet.
No, I don't think. I think we will get an AOA Wave 3, but maybe not yet.
Amanda's now laughing at me. Did you set him on me? Did you tell him to do something weird? I've never heard him make those noises before.
Booger Beast said Teddy's not ready for the spotlight.
Amanda's laughing so hard, like she's planned that. She's set something up. What's going on?
That's what he does when I try to twice.
Oh, he wasn't a fan. Amanda says that's what he does when she tries to comb him or something. Weird noises. Weird noises. Teddy's not a Star Wars fan either, says Erichem. Sorry, Teddy. And the chat say anything good? Sorry, I'm being wild distracted by my dog nearly trying to eat me.
The chat is talking about Teddy. Teddy's not a fan of Star Wars either.
Sorry. Proper distracted me there.
Omar said Teddy was letting us know what he thought about the Star Wars fan.
Yeah, sounds about right.
So there we go.
Full Avengers Retro Alliances Pogo. That'd be. Do you know me, right? I'm a sucker. Like, give me some more retro stuff. I know there is rumored another retro Spider-Man wave. But again, I always think, why would they release another wave when if they want to release a figure, they're doing that because we've got Sandman, Spider-Man 99, Webman. Do you know? Don't get me wrong. I'm not complaining. I'm like, yeah, give me another wave. I've told the Hasbro team I've got another wall to fill. I don't. This side is actually a window, but don't tell them that because that was my way of getting another wave. Damn, they're lurking, ain't they? They're lurking. There's another wall there, completely blank wall. Ceiling, don't worry, it's plenty of room. But yeah, I'd take another Spider-Man retro. I'd take X-Men. I need more still. Talking about the 90 teams getting rounded out. I'd take another couple of Infinity War sets as well. Like, I'm not going to lie. Like, why not? There's plenty of Infinity of. I need an army building set for the Chitauri and stuff. Like, but I'm not saying any of that needs to be revealed. I'm just saying it is quite fun to have a fan first because they revealed a lot in the last one, didn't they? So if they were holding stuff back, what is it? So yeah, next week's stream will obviously be a recap from the Monday, and yeah, hopefully we'll find out, and hopefully it was some good stuff. But yeah, people, let's wrap it up about there. We've just hit the 2-hour mark. My dog tried to eat me towards the end. Now I need to go and make a cup of tea and relax. Make sure he's still friends with me after that. Yeah, there you go. Is that your favourite pickups of the week?
I got to be honest, very surprising, but this Aang has been my favourite. It's the one I've had in my hand the most.
As I said,
Quicksilver. Quicksilver comes close. Oops. But the thing about Quicksilver is there's only so many running poses I can put him in.
Yeah. I've got all my characters. I've got all my characters on the shelf just standing still anyway. So I put Quicksilver in like a running pose, but then he just looks stupid with everyone else. So I've put the fisted hands on him, and he's just standing there now next to Wanda.
Yeah.
But
whereas this they really hit it out of the park.
Well, what I'm saying, we had the conversation offline about for you. That's like your Turtles. Like that's what a cartoon you grew up on or something. And it's not about having the best articulation, the best whatever. It's about what it represents. I feel like I'm doing a voiceover for our articulated adventures. It's about what it represents and what it means to you. So yeah, I get it.
And these Diamond Select, I have to say, so far Diamond Select are beating McFarlane Avatar figures. The only thing wrong with the Diamond Select ones is the arms you can't really get them to like a 45-degree angle, let alone 90 on most of them. Yeah. But their Aang figures are their best figures. And this head sculpt, just like if I'm a bit down during the day, I just pick this up and I'm like, everything is going to be okay.
When I walked in my collection room earlier, I noticed Power Rangers on the floor, and I was like, uh-oh. And I looked up at my shelf, collapsed. All the Power Rangers fell over. Rita Repulsa from the back had fell over and just started like a domino effect and like just took out the Power Rangers. So Rita Repulsa actually won. She defeated the Power Rangers. They're literally just all over my floor. I've got Rangers just all over the floor now because of Rita Repulsa. So I now need to rebuild my Power Rangers display above me. Damn you, Rita. Okay, beautiful, Brandon. Pleasure as always. It's always fun to divert away from Marvel because we love other things as well. We love Marvel Legends, but we love other things as well. And don't worry, we'll be
the Haslab series yesterday set us up for today,
and we'll be swinging back round to Marvel next week. And the Marvel team are like, Dan, you weren't talking about Star Wars and Marvel this week. How about we give you a fan first? Okay, and I'm like, all right, fair enough. Right, let me end this poll. And we just wrap up with the results of the poll. But again, we appreciate everyone being here today. I'm ending this poll now real quick, but it sort of seems to be pretty clear with the 62% on the Rancor. So are you buying or are you going to back the Star Wars Haslab Rancor? And 62% said no thanks, no interest, no room. 21% said yes, even if it's over 250. And then 16% said yes, even if it's under 250. So that's 37% saying yes overall, that makes about, as I said, it's more. I don't review much Star Wars, so I don't expect there'll be tons of Star Wars guys on the channel. Shout out Kiara as well with the T emojis. That's exactly what I need to do. Go and put the kettle on. But Brandon, where can the people find you online and the amazing ACBA you've been doing recently?
As always, guys, Hero.collections. Big thank you to anybody who's been supporting those Avatar posts over the last few days. I know they're not always as exciting as the Legends of Black series, but it means a lot. That was the last one that I just put up earlier. A lot more Legends to come, Shang-Chi to come. What else have we got?
There's an exclusive variant logo that you only see on the channel.
Yes, there you go. Muffex Mando, Mobius, Alpha Flight, Winter Guard. There's, Captain Marvel, Rescue, Thanos, Mark 85. There are so many figures we've been getting, so many photos that are lined up, ready to come. Yes, there he is.
Wow. Do you know what? I was reviewing him, and then I've moved my figures back downstairs, and I've lost his little mountain stick. So I know. So it's got to be somewhere. I've literally moved him from here to review to bring him back down. So I'm gonna have to crawl around on the floor like Honey I Shrunk the Kids with a massive magnifying glass to try and find it. But I've lost his stick. In my review, I give it Loki. So I think Loki was the last to hold it. But he's looking good. And then plenty of stuff. And then one last time, as I said before I get out of here, I've kept it in the pinned comments as well. Shout out iComic Industries, as I said. I like to show some love to people that support me, and when it's Legends related as well, come on people, it's a win-win. It's a match made in heaven. So thank you very much. And as I said, people, I can't even show you how much is on my floor at the minute. Like just Legends, piles of Legends,
before the stream, but it was messy.
I would love to, as I said, we both work full-time jobs, so it's like I'd love to just be like, right, this week I've got lots of Legends to review, but I can't. Like, I work, come home, have some dinner, then I'm dead.
And thank God I work from home now, because if I wasn't, I don't know where I would get time to even enjoy any of this.
Yeah, that was my issue. I was been out most of the day. I didn't get back until 6:30, and then I had to eat and then stream, and I was like, I'm gonna be late. So I did try to change the shift. Did try and change the stream until 15:15, but it was too late. I couldn't change it, and I just panicked, and I was just very apologetic. But I do appreciate everyone sticking around. Fabulous Disaster, Poppy Smitty, Papa Smitty, Pogo, Damien, Andy Davis, The Rebel Deep, Mini Plastic Multiverse, Kiara, Jamie, Tac. Who did you say? Sorry.
Amanda Doyle.
Oh, Amanda Doyle. She's still laughing at Teddy. She's definitely set him on me or something. I don't know what she's been training him while I was downstairs. She's like, go and sabotage his stream. Show us ARA Rogue again. Okay, I can do that. Genuinely, I think my favourite of the set. There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Right?
Yeah, pinless, completely pinless. She looks very good. Very good. I'm assuming the sleeves on here are what they're using on Kitty Pryde in the Excalibur box set. That would make sense. But yeah, but of course I couldn't show that off without showing off Rich's favourite, Shadowcat. Rich loves Kitty Pryde. Any form of Kitty Pryde he can get. There you go, Rich, just for you. Bit of Shadowcat. Enjoy it. Take it in. So yeah, stick around on the channel and hopefully I'll be reviewing some of these. Some people have already been doing it. I think Eva Rivera, as always, beats everyone to Legends reviews. But I'll still review some anyway because I'm basically going to take them all my AOA figures off the shelf, film some reviews, some comparisons, and then I'm going to rebuild my AOA display and take some pictures because it's going to definitely be a colourful section of the display. Jay's Toys Collection said, did you, unrelated, but did you enjoy All Out? Of course I did. Jay, we can talk on Instagram because I don't think anyone wants to hear about that right now. But yes, of course I did. AE-dub. Now I just need to decide how many AEW figures I buy or not, because when I like something, Brandon, you know what it's like. I dive in head first.
Dan says, so Dan has had about 5 deliveries a day arrive for the last few weeks. He runs upstairs with them and things we don't see.
Look, I told her about pre-orders and she doesn't listen to me. I said there've been delays and we got hit at once, right?
And Amanda, not just sticking up for him for the sake of it. Like I promise, I've had the same conversation the last few weeks that literally things that, like the other day, I've got 4 packages in front of me right now, right? One was due in August, one was due in July, one is due this month, and one wasn't due until next month.
I told you.
Right on like Tuesday, I think.
Delays and shit all over the place. It's like I did say to her that like August was dry and then all of a sudden loads of stuff started coming. But yeah, as I said, we're getting gone, people. Go and follow Brandon on Instagram, hero.collections. It's on the screen. It's on the screen the whole time, people. Go and show some love to his pictures. As always, we are here every single Thursday at 8 p.m. Next week, we will be talking Legends. Obviously, brand new Legends. Should be exciting, actually, talking from the Fan First Monday. But again, follow me on Instagram. It's Dan Who. On Twitter, at Dan Who Reviews. Hit that join button. Become a channel member. And then next week, you can come and join me on Legends and Liquor. Been a lot of fun. Talking Star Wars, potentially. I hope this stream was more entertaining than the Star Wars stream. As long as that was the case, then it's a win-win from us. But yeah, I appreciate everyone sticking by as well. So let's wave them out here, Brandon. If you're watching on the replay, I appreciate you as well. I was late today, but you don't know that because you're watching on the replay. So if you're watching this late, I was right on time. Everything is all good. But yeah, click a video if it's popping up on the screen now. Go and check out another one. Go and check out Legends and Liquor if you haven't. That's just random conversations, but still fun. And duck races as well. Yes, we've got a World Duck Racing League. It's official. It makes no sense, but watch it and you'll love it. Trust me. But yeah, goodbye everybody. I'm going to go and make friends with Teddy again because he clearly hates me now. I apologise, Ted. We'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye. Keep it going. Keep it going.